Hello, Tar Heels. Welcome back to the Carolina Gaming Arena studio. My name's Mac Dewey. Joining me once again behind the desk is the one and only Pod Salim. Welcome back to the stream, y'all. We've got some more League of Legends action this week. It's week number 5, the final week here in the Risen Esports Divine League. It's a singular round robin, Blake. 6 teams in the division. Right now, UNC sitting at 1-3. With one hope of making playoffs, and that comes down to tonight's matchup against Deep Sea Gaming. We're kicking off game number 1 draft right now as we're about to end the first phase of bans. Oh my goodness. Twitch, Zillion, J4 taken away by the blue side, UNC Tar Heels. Deep Sea Gaming gonna take Jinx, Thresh, and Shen off of the board.
And something that is completely left open is this Zeri pick. We saw on Tuesday in the JV games that was a ban every single game. And the DC Gaming not thinking it is of much priority, but UNC thinking the J Gwen is J Gwen is of very much high priority. One of his most comfortable champions in this top lane, and has been both in Risen League and in CLOL so far. But Mac Dewey, this game is very important because if UNC win this game, they are in playoffs.
That's right. We think so, at least.
We're
like 90% sure. So right now in the standings, Deep Sea Gaming 2-2. We're 1-3. If we win, we go to 2-3 with the head-to-head advantage to yet the one Deep Sea Gaming. And so that would put us potentially 4th, which would be the bare minimum we need to get into playoffs. But it's still possible. We could go to playoffs.
We're still in playoffs.
Yeah,
that's what it's all about.
And it was, I think this team, given the opportunity to go to playoffs, could maybe be a dark horse.
Yeah.
Maybe a dark ram in the playoff bracket.
There's the door.
I don't know. We had a 2-1 loss, unfortunately, to the Utah Utes, but we still really had a close game 1 effort. We know when this team's firing on all cylinders, they can really pop off. And giving Rami Baba an engaged support is exactly what I like to see, Podslam.
Yeah, I don't know if we have seen him on the Alistair this
I
season
don't think
so far.
Yeah,
so
it's been Nautilus or like Ranged Enchanters.
Yeah, so this is something that that Coach McScragg and him have been cooking up, and something else that's been cooking is this Zeri pick. Yep. I love this pick. Even after the nerfs that she has received recently, I still think she is the strongest ADC right now. And if you aren't banning
her,
Yasuo
bot.
I mean, you could. It probably wouldn't be too great, depending on what we do see our man Steepy in the jungle pick. But it does a very high maneuverability mid laner. And speaking of another high maneuverability mid laner, this Ahri has been seeing a lot of playtime ever since those changes to her ultimate, both in professional and amateur play. And right now, banning away some control mages that are able to lock her down. I would not be surprised if we saw a Victor ban as well out of Deep Sea Gaming, just because that is, or the Veigar, that is also.
We're talking about Kersey here.
Yeah, that is also a solid ban to take away from him.
They've been looking at the Mac Dewey board and the Podslam board.
They have been looking at the boards and knowing how incredibly impactful that Yordle with a Vengeance is. But UNC banning away the Jace, not wanting it to counter this Gwen in that top lane. But I feel like Gwen kind of beats Jace, at least in the range form, whenever you have the little like AoE invulnerability circle. But obviously UNC opting for a safer ban away from it and banning away that Mordekaiser as well.
Yeah, taking a quick look at kind of all these players' ranking and stuff, kind of getting an insight into the teams. Obviously, we've been following this UNC Varsity squad for quite a while, but this is actually going to be our first time seeing Deep Sea Gaming over on the UNC Esports stream. Overall, I think this roster should fight up against UNC very, very nicely. Potential matchup to exploit if you're UNC. Myson in the top laner, currently only Plat 1, but has been Diamond in the past, so
Okay.
I think should have the skill set to kind of go toe-to-toe with Jaegung. But we'll have to see. Maybe might not be feeling it. Again, Deep Sea Gaming sitting at 2-2 right now. So with the win here against UNC, they're going to be locked in very easily for playoffs. And as we're rounding out this draft, it is going to be Gwen for Jaegung. Steepy sometimes taking the Gwen in the jungle, going to pick Xin Zhao, and a Yone. Wow, first time we've seen that here from Kersey, but very, very exciting to go into the Ahri here in the mid lane, Podslam.
Yeah, I'm sad we are not seeing the anime brothers duke it out with the Yasuo Yone
Right,
mid lane matchup, but it does look like Deep Sea Gaming are going to lock in this Gnar pick, Myson top, wanting to have a bit of a ranged advantage against Jaegung. But I believe late game Gwen really does a number on this Gnar.
I'd imagine so.
Simply because of the true damage and the ability to just gap close after he uses his little
just like
jump away.
Probably raw DPS.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Just like raw, Gnar would have to be, I think, pretty fed to take command of a solo lane, like we kind of expect Jaegung to do, no matter really what happens in this game. I feel like if the lane goes even, Jaegung's going to be pretty happy with that. Headed into the mid game. But looking over on the other side, I mean, a lot of playmaking potential from this Gnar pick. If you're Mega at the right time, can really kind of turn around a fight with that ultimate.
Yeah, and even speaking to at the right time, if we do see I Am Chanman on this Viego pick, be able to get those constant resets, be able to constantly change into all these different
We've
champions.
seen this before.
Yeah,
on
I've seen this episode. This is a rerun. I know what happens. But if UNC allow I Am Chanman to start scaling scaling a lot faster than he normally would, then this Xin Zhao pick is going to become irrelevant. Because I believe early on Xin Zhao does beat him in the early duels, but once they do start getting items, this Viego is going to do so much damage. And then whenever you do use that Heartbreaker ultimate to be able to either gap close or to finish someone off, then it is going to change the pacing of the fight, especially if he transforms into Gwen or this Zeri or Yone. Don't have access to the ultimate abilities for any of these champions, but they are still powerful in their own right with the basic abilities, especially with this Zeri. Because, I mean, you're not really relying on your ultimate with Zeri at all. You can still do a ton of DPS without it, but that ultimate definitely does help, and we will have to see how well Posh is able to pilot that pick in the bot lane.
Speaking of the bot lane, Podslam, I feel like the duo of Kaisa Nautilus has kind of sneakily worked its way into our draft here. Something very, very common from just a season ago is now going to be going into, I think, a UNC lane that's more playing for the mid to late game. Well, Kaisa Nautilus, that's going to be coming at you straight from level 2.
Absolutely.
Is something I think to kind of keep a close watch on here in this early game. How well is Rami Baba going to be able to kind of take control of the lane? I expect probably some sort of, probably a Relic Shield starting item.
Yeah,
Are you going to be able to get the early procs to push for level 2? And if not, if DSG gets that early level 2, I mean, Zeri super vulnerable, I feel like, to a level 2 just instant kill, especially when Posh going to be level 1 at that point, right, with the level 2 advantage, presumably going over to DSG. Something to keep our eyes open for on the Rift as we get into game number 1. As a reminder, it's going to be a best-of-3 series. The loser, I believe, does have choice in terms of which side selection, exactly. So, if UNC loses, hypothetically, we could go back to blue-red. But
we're not going to lose, though.
Yeah, I mean, when we win, we'll probably switch sides. So that's probably what will happen.
I mean, we're gonna win this game. Knock on wood.
Whose composition do you think is better? I'm honestly worry. I feel like Deep Sea Gaming might have won draft.
You think so?
Yeah,
You
I think
see,
so. A lot of not a whole lot of range on UNC.
hmm
You got Gwen, Yone, solo lanes, Xin Alistar engaged. It's Zeri. Zeri is your ranged champion,
Yeah.
and that is not a very high ranged ADC.
Yeah, I mean to that point, for the comp of DSG, you really only have like the Kaisa and the Ahri. This Gnar 50% of the time is going to be melee, and
Yeah.
the other 50%, his attack range isn't as much as the Zeri or the Kaisa or the Ahri. It is a little bit shorter. I think it's a tiny bit like larger radius than like a Rakan's radius.
Okay.
So it's not the full length of a ranged champion. But it is still going to be good for poke in this top lane. I love the Ahri pick and the Viego and the Nautilus pick out of Deep Sea Gaming. But as far as the Kaisa Gnar, those are very skill-based champions.
Yep.
Like, you had to be very comfortable both mid and late game, and especially not feeding away this early game.
Yep.
Because just like you were talking about, if this Zeri bot lane does manage to get ahead, we've seen what it can do. We have been on the receiving end of that Zeri pick. I think that was Varsity a few weeks ago against this Zeri pick, which quickly game 2 was banned away.
Yeah.
For good reason. But early on, this Zeri doesn't have a lot of damage.
Mm-hmm.
And it is also dependent on whether or not Posh does start that Dorn's Blade or if he does start the Longsword, because that little bit of AD difference can make all the difference between life and death in that level 2 engage. Because I feel like if Deep Sea Gaming are able to get that level 2 lead early and like are able to clear the waves faster, then they are going to be able to beat either Rami or Posh on these two champions. Because, I mean, Kaisa does have those passive stacks that do, I believe it's max health damage. So those are going to be very detrimental if you do not keep her in check. But, I mean, if UNC get the level 2, I mean, they don't have a lot of damage. They might be able to force a summoner spell out or maybe just make you use your potions earlier. But
yeah, I feel like if anything, it's like a protection level 2. It's
absolutely.
like, we're level 2, so hopefully you don't engage.
Don't even stop.
Just
to point the gun at him to say no. But yeah, UNC definitely looking to scale a lot more, looking to sort of match the scaling of Deep Sea Gaming. Because like I was saying, this Viego is going to scale incredibly hard. This Nautilus is only going to be getting tankier and tankier. The Gnar sort of stagnates off. He goes up, but then once he hits like 3 or 4 items, I mean,
2 or 3, really.
Yeah, really 2 or 3. He's gonna be like, okay, he's not really adding too much to himself except being an annoyance. But this Yone pick only going to be doing more and more burst damage. We know what powers this ninja in the mid lane can have, and especially piloted by Kersey. Like you were saying, I think this is the first time we've seen him play Yone, at least recently.
Yeah.
So be interesting to see what he's able to do with it.
Yeah, and with that being said, we're going to hop into a quick break as we get loaded and ready to hop onto the Rift. Don't click out of that browser. We'll be right back with game number 1 in just a sec. Hello, Summoners. Welcome on to the Rift for game number 1 of week number 5 here in the Risen Divine League. We've got UNC Esports taking on Deep Sea Gaming. My name's Mac Dewey. Joining me here in the Carolina Gaming Arena studio is the one and only, the fantastic, the fabulous Podsalum. Which lane do we need to keep our eyes on here in the early game?
I think the early game specifically is going to be around this bot, specifically that level 2 we were talking about.
Yeah.
But something else that I want to highlight, and something that we should also keep an eye on, is Jagung is not going teleport ignite, but is teleport ghost.
Gotta run him down.
Yeah, gotta go fast, channeling his inner Sonic the Hedgehog. But I myself, I like that, especially into this Gnar that does have that I believe it's called leap. That's his jump.
Little hop.
Yeah, like hop, leap, skip, whatever you want to call it, to be able to get away from him. So having something you're able to gap close more effectively.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, Flash is all well and good, but that's a 5-minute cooldown. You want something you can use more often. And I believe Ghost is only 3 minutes. It's 180 seconds. So I have to see how well Jagung is able to pressure this Gnar early on. Both junglers.
Oh my goodness, look at the Deep Sea Gaming bot lane here,
Yeah.
Podsalum, waiting for UNC to make their arrival. I think they're going to have to step out of the brush. Oh, nope, they are seriously committing to this. Okay,
Oh, he steps out.
Spotted. Posh going to take a step back after connecting on the slow, but still DSG getting priority here. I think it's just a quick disconnect, reconnect. We're rolling with the spectator delay, keeping us safe and secure, like Nationwide. Nationwide Insurance.
We're not sponsored by
No,
Nationwide.
I know.
That's free advertising, man. Come on.
Level 2, very close here. Relic Shield proc
They're going
from
for it.
DSG.
They're going for it.
Oh, not level 2 just yet. It's UNC Gaming getting level 2 first. There's level 2 knockback. They're trying to go for the support. Flash away. First blood. Flash from Posh. Gets another kill. In return, it's a duel between the ADCs.
Posh
that
loses.
is going to be all Deep Sea Gaming, though. Rosh getting the double kill as UNC falls.
Yeah, it was a good look out of UNC, the cleanse being used by Posh to get the ignite off, and I thought they were going to be able to get it, but Rosh also gets the first blood, and then once the Alistair is dead, the 1v1 between the early game champions, we were talking about it in Champ Select,
Yeah.
Kaisa having the max health damage, but topside,
Steepy looking for a gank here. I think my side
hits him.
when Become Lightning connects, but so does the head slam into the face. Steepy going to get stunned up and forced to back away. Posh gets back in time to lane. Rami getting a Relic Shield stack.
Oh.
Very nice double knock up. They're looking for the fight. A whole lot of minions, though, to help out Deep Sea Gaming here. Posh going to start firing away into that back line of casters. Podsalum, and it's just going to be kind of some trading back and forth there.
Yeah, Rosh hadn't gone back to spend the gold that he had, so I liked that from UNC, trying to make the most of it while they could, maybe
Right.
try and pick him off a little bit early, because he does have that shutdown bounty already, but Deep Sea Gaming do spot Rami.
Rami Baba gets caught by the hook. Charm is going to connect. It's an engage from 3 members. Rami going to be forced to flash away. Headbutt to try to survive. Tornado to zone away. Flash from Chan Man picks up the kill. Going to use the headbutt to get right out as Deep Sea Gaming pick up a kill in the mid lane.
It was almost a good play by Rami, flashing and then using the headbutt to sort of gap close away from Deep Sea Gaming, but your gap close can only go so far when I Am Chan Man uses his flash of his own. So some good early gold out of Deep Sea Gaming, up about 500 right now. So that is definitely going to help them a lot, especially that this Kaisa is coming back to lane with a full noon quiver at 4.5 minutes.
Oh my goodness, certainly ideal, as well as a kill on to Chan Man's Viego. Deep Sea Gaming.
He's got a noon quiver too.
He's got it. Everyone's getting it's a buy one get one free wholesale in the Deep Sea Gaming shop. As Chan Man's on the top side of the map, Jagung took a recall. Big wave crashing down in the bot lane. Posh going to be able to pick this one up with the help of Rami. Going to miss that melee. Nobody saw that except Mac. I see it. I saw it.
Oh, he missed the caster.
Steve P potentially looking for a gank here. W going to miss from Posh. Rami Baba still going to look for the engage. Posh maybe thinking about dashing over the wall. Flash from Rosh. Steepy taking a lot of damage from this Kaisa. The focus is split here as UNC pick up a kill. A love like this falls.
They can keep going.
Royce doesn't have flash. Used it earlier. Headbutt. Pulverize. Shut down going over to Kersey. Kersey says, thanks, guys. I'll take that to the bank. And UNC evening up the game here right before the 6-minute mark.
That slight backstep by Rush just killed him right there because he was out of range of the headbutt pulverize from Rami just slightly. But that hesitation to turn around and auto him once cost him his life instead of just walking into his own jungle. But yeah, UNC evening up the gold and actually having a gold lead right now, despite the waves crashing in top wave, because I mean Jagung's only going to get most of that gold. But yeah, I mean Posh right now even up in gold, even has a CS lead, going to come back to lane with that axe, and Sheen going to do so much damage, working towards that Triforce.
Yep.
And the earlier you can get that on this champion, the more amount of time you're going to have fun.
Deep Sea Gaming in the river. Dragon not going to get stolen. Flash ultimate from Kersey coming in. That is going to be a clean kill onto Chanman. Kersey moves to 2-0, but Deep Sea Gaming pick up the first dragon of the game. The Infernal Drake is slain. Ocean coming up next.
Yeah, the Infernal Dragon is going to be so good for this Deep Sea Gaming squad to burn through the resistances of this Alistair and this Xin Zhao in these late game team fights. It might not look like a lot right now, but once they actually start getting items, those percentages are going to become a lot higher. But the next one is a Ocean Dragon, so we're not going to have an Ocean or an Infernal Rift. A love like this, trying to look for the hook, but Rami body blocking in there, throws up the thumbs up, says, it's all right, I got you, homie. Ain't got nothing to worry about. But the aggressiveness in this bot lane has definitely shown to be true, and not going to quit it right here.
Rami Baba gets 2 with the pulverize. Posh staying healthy, dishing out a whole
goodness.
lot of damage. Look at it. Oh, the melt bars, melting exhaust cleanses it. Posh staying with the fight. Whole lot of damage going to be coming from Royce. Here comes Re-Anchored, picking up a double kill. Onto the UNC bot lane, shut down onto Posh, and Deep Sea Gaming answer back.
The headbutt pulverize was just a second too late. Re-Anchored was able to get that orb off to finish off both Posh and Rami. So those 2 kills that Kersey had picked up down the drain, but Kersey looking for another kill.
UNC know how to answer back, denying the second proc of Hop, and he's angry. Maisan uses the ultimate. Kersey trying to finish it off. Wind becomes lightning for the kill. Steepy finishes off the Deep Sea Gaming top laner as UNC find a kill back on the top side of the map.
Yeah, it was a good look out of Maisan to use the Gnar into the turret. Almost picked it up, but the aggro, oh my goodness.
CP flashing onto Re-Anchored. Try to work with the Nautilus here should the synergy be pretty high. Stunned up though, Rami locks down a love like this. Re-Anchored has to leave a love like this anchored there away for UNC to take down. Rift Herald on the map. Steepy is going to start up the objective as UNC take control on the top side of the map.
Yeah, speaking of on the top side of the map, Rami in this Tribush wanting to pick off this Gnar again. Did use his teleport to get back to lane. Kersey getting some good trade damage.
The ultimate. Oh, the assassination in the shutdown. Re-Anchored take down in the mid lane. Meanwhile, Rami's time on the top side of the map. There's the second bit of Hop to get Maisan out. Posh dies on the bottom side of the map. It was Chanman coming in. That's going to set back UNC's ADC.
Yeah, and those are a lot of plates going over to Deep Sea Gaming, but on the top side, they're looking to get a trade kill.
Oh, they don't want to take it into the Gnar. The ultimate is available, trying to look for the stuns, but the CC, woo! Oh my goodness, Rami getting so low. Rami with turret aggro. It's a double kill for Maisan, maybe a triple kill. Jagung barely gets away as Maisan picks up 2 in the top lane. Deep Sea Gaming only down to like 100 gold, literally. This game is so close.
Yeah, the only thing really giving Deep Sea Gaming an edge, in my opinion, is this Infernal Dragon.
Yep.
No turrets have been taken. Kills are dead even, but Kersey
going under the turret. Here comes the ultimate from Re-Anchored. Kersey going to try to get a bit of a shield here, but the dash is Corrupting Potion. I don't think going to be able to finish off Kersey. Posh not going to be able to look for the kill. Meanwhile, Deep Sea Gaming picking up the first turret of the game here in the bot lane. Podslim.
Yeah, I don't know if all of those roams out of UNC were worth it. You do lose all of the plates on that bottom turret, as well as the first turret gold going over to the entire roster of Deep Sea Gaming. So, yeah, you might have gotten 1 or 2 kills, but kills are even, Mac Dewey. So those kills you might have gotten, I mean, Deep Sea Gaming have answered back. You gave 2 kills over to Myson after a great Gnar into the turret. So, I mean, you're down 1,000 gold and an Infernal Dragon. So maybe they can pick up this Ocean Dragon. We do see that Steepy is on the spot side, as well as Rami, who spots out Chanman.
Pulverize into the headbutt, gonna knock back Chanman, but it's a whole lot of Deep Sea in the bush. Void Missile going to miss from Rosh. Control Ward in the bush. UNC advancing onto the ADC. Love like this from behind. Rami trying to look for the engage damage. There's the resets. Chanman is coming alive here in the river. Gets another one. Kersey with the assassination. Gonna have to try to turn back this fight. Chanman gets another reset. Deep Sea Gaming taking over in the river as Chanman leaps forward once again. Kersey gonna try to turn this one around. Kersey has one, but can't get another. Shut down going over to a love like this. Meanwhile, J-Gun in the top lane. Myson going to try to answer back. Boomerang misses. J-Gun, there's the hyper proc. Myson going to get a little bit excited. Deep Sea Gaming 2 for 4 in the bot lane, as well as getting the dragon going up 2-0.
And that is the second dragon, which is going to activate the Hextech Rift around the map. Those teleporters are active, like we're playing Portal all over. But that Herald you just saw at the end of at the end of that, before the director went away, got 2 hits on the mid lane turrets. So UNC did get that turret exchange. So that play didn't entirely benefit them none, but.
Yeah.
Jay trying to push in this top wave to try and get some pressure. Myson has a big health advantage, and I don't know if the support of Rami here is going to help too much, but Kersey
knows, and I feel like Kersey's playing like he can just go in whenever he wants to. Rami going to get slowed down. The hook connects. Dredge line from a love like this looking more like a death sentence as Rami in the top lane is going to get taken down here. Deep Sea Gaming get their 6th kill on the UNC support.
Yeah, Rami just getting caught out in places that he knows he shouldn't be. It was a good look, but right after the enemy top laner knows what's up, you just have to back out. Like, you can't stay any longer than you have to, and maybe that's what he was trying to do, but does still get hit there. But Steepy
finds the wind becomes lightning onto Re-Anchored. Hextech gates are their rotations, none coming from the side of Deep Sea Gaming. Posh going to try to hold things down here in the mid lane as Re-Anchored, I believe, uses the ultimate.
Oh my gosh!
W does connect, but I think it's on Rami, and that was the Acathian Rain?
Rain, yes.
Okay.
Acathian Rain.
Heck yeah.
Big boost of damage. That's the technical term.
And sitting at 4-1-5 with that serrated Dirk completed. Yeah, that's going to chunk Posh right out of a lot of potential fights. There's the headbutt pulverize. DP coming in as well. Oh my goodness, the killer instinct. Royce with a huge kill on to Posh in the mid lane. Steepy going to try to answer back. Royce going to use the exhaust here on to Rami Baba. Unbreakable will. The flash. Headbutt. Get him away from me. Royce finally shut down.
And the worst part about that is Posh does not even get an assist for the shutdown. Rami kind of debating his ADC right there.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, yeah, we got him. And then all of a sudden, wait a minute, no, he does a lot of damage. But Kersey
Re-Anchored taking so much damage, but not going to land the ultimate onto Re-Anchored. Going to dash right back in after the depth charge is used. Lock into the Iron Solari, the shield. Not going to keep a love like this for alive. Much like that, much longer. Steepy picking up the kill. UNC Esports trying to find a way to get back into this match. The gold right about even, but with the way Deep Sea Gaming is played, I mean, they're up 2-0 on Drake's Podslum, and yet another fight. Oh my goodness, this game has been grueling and very brawl heavy. So many skirmishes, It's 15 minutes. There's been 26 kills. I feel like UNC makes these games so aggressive. Rami Baba going to get taken down. It's a double kill for Deep Sea Gaming in the mid lane. Shutdown going over to a love like this. Posh just going to get dashed at. Charm doesn't connect. Posh maybe going to be able to kite back. And I think so. Posh going to be able to survive, but 2 falling from UNC.
Yeah, I think once again that is just I mean, I hate to say it, but Rami sort of baiting his team right there. It does Hex Flash over the wall, and Steepy steps up with him and says, all right, yeah, let's go for it.
Yeah.
And then both of them just get caught out. Not having to be that aggressive all the time. You said it. Like, it's good to be aggressive when you are able to, when you have numbers, when you know where the enemy team is. But right there, with so close to their turret, when your health bars are already like about half to 3/4, no need to be super aggressive right there, especially because I think UNC is down about 2,000 gold. They're up in turrets, which is something to note, but I don't know how much longer that is going to happen. This next dragon spawns here in about 40 seconds. And UNC, if they do not fight for this one, are going to be forced to fight the next 4. So they really have to make up their minds. Are we in a place that we are able to fight for this dragon? But Deep Sea Gaming rotating their entire squad down there, knowing how important this dragon is.
Mice on top, look at the Narbar. Halfway, kind of right, I think, where you want to be before this dragon is going to spawn up here, getting nice and angry.
Oh,
I mean, you got 8 seconds, though, for the dragon. I mean, you're going to be Meganar. Does have flash available.
Procs it early.
UNC, I don't think they can really contest here. Mice on top with the Gnar, just too big of a threat. And look at the dragon. It's just getting destroyed.
Almost.
OSTP can't get it. The steal misses. UNC just going to be taken down. Kersey dashes away. Rami Baba getting caught by the depth charge. Kersey looking for the engage onto Royce. Everfrost going to miss, but they can't get onto the Kaisa. Rosh with a double kill so far in the fight. Posh going to fall next. Hextech Gate. Jay Gung finds the shutdown, but gets taken down in short succession. Podsalam, it is a 4-for-1 in favor of Deep Sea Gaming. UNC can't get the dragon and fall short in the fight.
Yeah, these fight choices out of UNC just sadly are not the ones that they should be looking for. Because, I mean, right there, I feel like what you should have done is just let Steepy try and steal.
Yeah.
You don't have any vision in the river. You don't know who has I mean, I guess you do know who has ultimate, but you don't have any type of flanks. You don't have any ways to really engage other than this Alistair and this Yone. But Kersey didn't hit a single person with his ultimate. Right then, I think, okay, back off.
It went Wit's End. What do you think about this Wit's End?
I mean,
you only have magic damage from re-anchored, right?
Yeah, I mean,
how good is Wit's End, though, I wonder, on Yone?
I mean, it does give you that that extra attack speed, and it does have the Berserker Greaves and a stopwatch as well. I don't know what his mythic is. It's grayed out right now. And
I think Immortal Shield Bow.
Is it Immortal Shield Bow?
Yeah.
Immortal Shield Bow, thank you. Thank you for that. But, yeah, I mean, I don't agree with it, but, I mean, Kersey obviously thinking that this Ahri DPS is something that he needs to worry about.
Yeah, just to, like, a little bit of magic resist, get through the flat pen.
But building that, I don't know. I can actually check right quick. I don't know if Wit's End provides critical strike, because if it does not. Yeah, it does not provide critical strike, so that really delays his ability to get that 100% crit.
Right.
Because there is crit on the Immortal Shield Bow, but other than that, I mean, not what you're wanting to do if you are a Yone or a Yasuo for that matter. But
Way of the Wanderer.
Something like that. I do not play the anime, man, so I do not know.
Oh yeah, I mean I've mastery level 7, dude. You gotta play the anime, man.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You go Burr.
You gotta channel your inner Naruto.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But Deep Sea Gaming channeling their inner conquerors, just taking everything and anything that they have their eyes on, including the UNC bot jungle. But
Headbutt pulverize onto the bot lane. Royce getting real low. Killer Instinct plus the lock into the iron. Solari going to keep Deep Sea Gaming safe as they look for the re-engage in the fight. Kersey looking for the flank, trying to dash in, is going to get sent right back. I am Chanman, survives, flash from Posh. Here comes
goes.
the Zeri going Burr. Posh with a triple kill. UNC Esports fighting back as they get a 3-for-0 and turn on to Baron Nasher.
Yeah, this Baron, I think, is the best call that you can have as UNC right now. 3 enemies dead, the jungler being one of them. If you want to get back into this game, this Baron is the one to take. But on the other side, Mice on top did just take the bottom inner turret. So
I think Posh is going to die.
oh, goodness.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Posh! Woo! Okay, Posh is alive. Thank God. Kersey, you're just going to get set right back.
Wait a
Oh, the
minute.
dash
They're
over
not-
the wall. That's big brain.
They're not taking this fast enough.
Rami Baba, it's up to you. Hold the line.
Oh, no. Kaisa's here.
Oh, just dashing onto Royce. No ultimate, but the DPS. Kersey hit real low. Kersey gets taken down. Steepy fights back, but Baron Nasher is too big to take. Royce stops the Baron.
UNC not able to capitalize on the 3 kills that they got by getting that Baron. I mean, without Posh there, you don't have the DPS that you need to take that Baron. And granted, that wasn't really something he could have controlled.
Yeah.
Just because of how his health was at the end of that fight. He did give Rami 2 of those honey fruits. So maybe if he had been more selfish with the honey fruits,
Right.
he might have been able to sustain longer and destroy the Baron. But UNC having to back off of it. They do secure another kill onto this Kaisa, so not a complete waste, but definitely
3-item Kaisa, though.
Yes, that
scary.
She does quite a bit of damage. Has the Kraken Slayer Collector and that Phantom Dancer. It is working towards another item right now, so she is going to hit like a truck. But Rami getting spotted out by that ward. I guess looking to Hex Flash over, but Mac Dewey, this Soul Dragon is up.
Buckle up. Here we go. I think this game comes down to this. Can UNC secure this Hextech Dragon? Chanman dashing in. Kersey going to look for the engage. Royce survives the initial engage and takes down Kersey. UNC look for the assassination and can't get it. My son trying to lock down Jae Gung. Posh trying to stay alive in the fight. Gets the shutdown, but gets taken down in response. Deep Sea Gaming survive in the river and thrive in it as well. That's going to be the Hextech Soul as they get the ace.
Kersey going in so deep there, and after getting nothing and getting picked off, it only went downhill for UNC. Posh was able to trade back 1 kill onto Myson, but it was too little too late.
Yep.
Now Deep Sea Gaming are going to secure this Baron. There are no teleports on the side of UNC. Posh leaving the game out of frustration. I'm just kidding. Does get back. Thank you, Spectator Delay. But yeah, Deep Sea Gaming going to pick this up. Going to be huge for them, especially since this bot lane doesn't have any turrets outside of the base.
Yeah.
So going to be on to, I guess, re-anchor to go bot because he does have that teleport if he really needs to join the rest of his team, and then the rest of them just go mid.
Send for mid, try to keep Royce safe, I think. A Love Like This has been doing such a solid job with the peel, as well as, I think, kind of the whole team. Royce, really solid individual play there, not getting taken down by Kersey at the start of the previous fight. Deep Sea Gaming now sit very comfortably in control. Is Kersey going to try to push out this bot wave? As you mentioned, Podslim, probably the most vulnerable wave for UNC as both the inner and outer turret have been taken down. Posh going to dodge out from the Void Missile as UNC can't really find any skirmishes in the bot lane. They got to worry about this mid lane push. I think they might just give up this turret.
Yeah, Rami is in a very precarious position. I don't know if he was spotted on that control ward, but he needs to be very careful because if you are seen on any wards, you are getting collapsed on, and that Mukau does not have a lot of mobility, but Kaisa does.
Posh get just so quickly taken down. Boys, yeah. So long. Good night, my sweet prince. That's going to be the base getting opened up here. Both
Kersey
the mid
has
lane
to recall.
And top lane getting opened up here. Kersey looking for the split push angle against the Baron up. Hextech Soul, Deep Sea Gaming. As 5, they are grouped up here now with the UNC base, and very easily I think they could look to maybe end this game. But the minions are going to be a little bit behind. Kersey, though, getting slowed down a little bit. My son trying to lead the way. Here comes some Baron up minions.
Yeah,
Ladies and gentlemen, this might be it. The first Nexus turret falls down, goes the second. My son finds 2 with the Gnar. The engage coming in. UNC going to try to defend the base. Royce healthy in the back line. UNC finding some kills. 2 go down. Chanman falls, but Royce, the Kaisa, the ADC for Deep Sea Gaming's popping off and having himself a quadra kill to finish off game number 1. Down go the Tar Heels as Deep Sea Gaming sit 1 game away from punching their ticket to playoffs.
Yeah, this pick in the bot lane, we were talking about it in Champ Select. We were
You
like,
said it was the lane to watch.
And I said it's going to be a skill matchup. And what did we see Rosh do? He said, I have the skill.
Yeah.
He said, I have the ability to carry this game. I believe he finished with 16 kills.
16, 4, and 9.
Goodness gracious.
Pretty good.
I would want to see those damage charts. I can only imagine it is everyone else, it's sort of like right here. And then all of a sudden, just over here, just Rosh doing so much damage. Plus, I mean, on this top side, Jaegung did not get ahead exponentially like we had expected him to. He did get out to a early 2-0 lead against Myson top, but a failed
the turret
top,
dive.
Yeah, that 3v1 did not go the way that you were expecting it to. That
Right.
Gnar into the turret, I think it really went downhill for Jaegung right there. Because, I mean, this Gnar, you're no longer beating him. He is even in items with you, so you're not able to bully him as easily as you were.
Yep.
And I mean that just helped the rest of the team really get ahead, helped them start stacking these dragons because you didn't have to worry about this Gwen TPing in and doing so much damage to you. So great objective focus out of Deep Sea Gaming to secure themselves and give themselves like a big safety net. Because at any time, if they were unsure or uncomfortable with taking a dragon, they're just like, okay, here, take it. I mean, we have a dragon to give, but never wanted to do that, fought every single time, and ultimately that Hextech Soul just too powerful for UNC.
Yeah, and I think arguably UNC Varsity in this first match looking a little scattered. You had Kersey diving into the back line, the rest of the team trying to look for an engage, but even early on, we saw some bot lane ganks be a little indecisive, going for a lot of different targets. Sometimes it works out.
Yeah.
Sometimes it kind of results in, I think, some blowout fights that went the way of Deep Sea Gaming. Overall, I think a hard match to kind of play into. The Gwen Gnar matchup really not going the way of UNC. And after, I think, I think ideally in that scenario, you get Steepy playing a little bit on the top side of the map.
Yeah.
Rift Herald 1 and 2, maybe go on the side of top lane, get Jaegung super ahead into this North so that he can kind of dominate in a solo lane. But when you get a double kill going over to the Gnar, huge cash flux, turns around the early game, and my son's like, hey guys, I can do my job now pretty well. I can turn into a big raging Hulk monster and just shove everyone into a wall. I'm ready for that. And then I think just the rest of Deep Sea Gaming played super well, not getting, I think, flustered at all by what UNC was doing. They kept their cool, played to their win condition of picking up the Hextech Soul, and after getting Baron Asher, easily take down UNC here in game number 1. I believe there is going to be a swapping at the sides as UNC is going to be swapping over to the red side. So that gives them the red 5 counter pick, but Deep Sea Gaming going to have the blue 1 first pick. Podsalem, looking after game number 1, is there any champions that you maybe take away, add to the ban list if you're UNC?
I think that Kaisa pick, ironically, just because of how well Ross was able to play it.
Yeah.
Normally, I mean, you don't have to ban that because you're like, okay, I mean, it's whatever. It's Kaisa. We just sort of just beat her into the ground and hope she doesn't do anything. UNC weren't able to do that. And maybe that was just because of the bad looks on fights, or maybe it was just because of overextensions or other stuff like that. But she was wrecking you. Because I remember one time mid, it was actually in the base. Posh got hit by one of those void missiles,
right, and then
got popped. I mean, is just dead in a matter of 2 seconds. So
Yeah.
I feel like if you are UNC, you really have to focus this ADC pick because you have to ban away Jinx, you have to ban away this Kaisa. I think so. And then I guess something else that maybe you've done your homework on and say, okay, we don't want to see this. But I mean, everything on the side of Deep Sea Gaming was firing on all cylinders. I mean, there wasn't one thing that it was like, okay, we can leave this pick up and be fine with it because everyone was performing in such coherence that it was like, I mean, where do we start?
Yeah. And I think something that we commonly see from UNC was kind of lacking in this game. You know, I feel like a ton during the basketball season this season. There have been moments where it's like, this isn't Carolina basketball. It's all like the like 30 and 40-year-olds on Twitter like complaining about the team. This is gonna be 40-year-old Matt complaining in the studio. That wasn't UNC League of Legends. There was no Rami going into the mid lane and just fucking shit up. You know, when Rami's going in with like Janna or something and getting a kill on the mid laner.
Yeah.
And just I think how Kersey and him are able to play and kind of control the map. We didn't see that from, I really think the Alistar was just Kersey, like a solo adventure. Every time he saw every anchor, he's like, all right, I'm pressing E and engaging. And that was kind of the move. Yeah, I'm looking maybe Rami. We've seen kind of the UNC identity this season has not been Rami on an engaged support. It has, in fact, been Rami on enchanters. So I wonder if we'll see a return to form in game number 2 from that.
Yeah, definitely looking for something like the Lulu, maybe even the Seraphine.
Karma?
Or Karma. That's also a good one.
I love Rami's Karma. Or the Janna. Where's the Janna, Rami? Come on.
Yeah,
that was your
actually,
new signature champion.
I want Rami to go top, Janna, Smite. It's still meta.
Send Rami back
don't
to
listen
top lane.
to the big Riot News networks. That's all fake. You could still play it. Just don't play it on my team. But yeah, I mean, you're exactly right. Having Rami on one of these enchanter supports, not being the one to engage the fights himself, and if he is engaging the fight from a distance, not going
Lux
in himself.
binding.
Yeah, I mean that's a great example. Lux binding.
Thanks, man. I try my best.
The Seraphine Encore, the long range Karma empowered mantra Q. I mean, that right there, it might not seem like a lot, but that slow or those charms are just enough that you say, okay, I helped my team, but I am not the sole contributing factor to this engage, because maybe if you have Kersey on something like, I don't know, the Orianna or Irelia or something that he can really get in there and cause mayhem himself. Because I mean, the Alistar, there were some good looks, but I feel like for the most part, it just wasn't what UNC needed at the time.
Yeah. We are going to hop into a quick break as we get all geared up and ready to go for game number 2 draft. Thanks so much, guys, for coming into the UNC Esports stream to support our club teams as they compete in our kind of various leagues. We're going to continue on our coverage here on the UNC Esports stream of the Risen Divine League. It's week number 5, guys, and UNC need to find it in them. Can the varsity squad find the reverse sweep to maybe make it into playoffs? Well, sounds like the kind of rodeo. I'm down for it. Let's see it. Stick around, guys. Grab a snack. We'll be right back with some more League of Legends. Hello, Tar Heels. Welcome back to the UNC Esports stream. We are continuing on our coverage here. It's the League of Legends Varsity squad in the Risen Divine League week number 5 taking on Deep Sea Gaming. Here we are, game number 2 draft. Things are getting interesting. We find ourselves quite a ways through Deep Sea Gaming on the red side. Lock in Pike as their final pick. Podslim, what are your initial thoughts here, taking a look at the completed compositions?
Deep Sea Gaming are looking to have fun. Because anytime I see this Pike pick, it's a bit of an ego pick. Because it's not really meta right now. It can fall behind super hard if you do not utilize his roaming potential and his ultimates right. But if you are able to, he is going to provide so much money around the board, both for himself and for anyone he is ganking. So a love like this going to need to impact Re-Anchored and Myson top if he is really wanting to make this Pike pick worthwhile. But we were talking about it before we went to break. Rami, not on an engage tank this time, but it does opt for the Lux. I love this pick a lot.
Pretty good.
I am a big fan of this pick because one, light binding to this Pike or this Zeri, and you're just going to be able to burst them down. Because keep in mind, for those of you who don't know, Pike cannot build health items and get the bonus health from it. Any bonus health Pike gets converted to AD. So he is going to only get maximum HP whenever he levels up. So it is crucial that you hit these bindings or hit these poke abilities onto him, because he's not going to be able to build any more health than he already has. He might be able to build resistances, but he is always going to be a lot squishier than most engaging champions, especially in this game when you have Viego, Scion, Hecarim, Irelia. I mean, all those champions are going to build some form of HP item and able to sustain themselves going in. Pike is not one of them.
Right. Yeah, it's kind of a funny balance between starting the fight, backing off, and then looking to finish the fight from, oh gosh, is it, what's the Pike ultimate? Is
Death
it like
from Below.
Death from Below. Oh my goodness, a classic. Max forgetting here. On the desk.
No
worries.
So much.
Yeah, it's a fun champion.
It's so much fun.
A love like this. I mean, we do see the Nautilus was banned away. Thresh as well. Rami Baba getting the hands on the Lux. I'm very excited. This is much more, I think, kind of traditional UNC from this like spring season and from this rendition. Kersey back on the Yone, really strong showing in game number 1. Super excited to see it back into the Victor. What do you think, Podslim?
See, we do have the draft flow right here. It's not up there, but we did see that Deep Sea Gaming first picked this Victor too. So they were very confident about Re-Anchored playing this champion. Had it so much potential, and then literally for the first pick for UNC, they picked this Yone. They knew that they wanted this matchup regardless of who was jungle, who was the support. They knew that they wanted this Kersey, feeling confident into the Victor, this control mage. So, I mean, I feel like Re-Anchored can beat this Yone as long as he keeps his distance, because Yone has so many gap closers, has his E, has his Q, has his ultimate, has so many ways to get up in this Victor's face. So if Re-Anchored is able to put on his blue suede shoes and dodge this Yone,
to go for a little dancing.
That's right. If he's able to dance around the knockups and the displacements that Yone does, then Kersey's going to be just left out to the wayside because he doesn't have any range to himself. So if you miss these gap closers, then Victor's just going to be able to poke you out with the Death Ray, with the Chaos Storm. Going to be able to do so much damage to you. And unless you build some MR into your build, which maybe we do see that Wit's End again. But once again, you're stuck in the predicament of Wit's End really only helps you against one person. I'm not sure if Zeri does magic damage. Maybe, I don't know.
A little bit.
We'll have to fact check that. Seen a little bit from production, but we will have to see how well he's able to pilot that.
Rosh is just so good in game number 1. Like, so good. And Rami, I think, and Posh have some stepping up to do.
Yes.
I think this is a much more traditional lane from them. So I'm expecting a better game from the bot lane. I think they'll have to be kind of cautious about level 2 once again. But, I mean, Zeri on the side of Royce going to be a bit less threatening early on, I think. So we'll have to see. Maybe the Caitlyn with the range advantage can do a little bit of work if Rami maybe goes a Relic Shield start. Looks to be very aggressive on the Lux level 1 to secure that level 2.
Yeah.
Get some zoning, this kind of thing that I'm talking about. We'll have to see how things go on the Rift. Are we ready to go, production? Oh my goodness. Let's just transition right on into the game. No break.
No
stepping away. You
gas,
don't have
no brakes.
You don't have to click out of that browser. Welcome to the Rift Summoners. Game number 2. Deep Sea Gaming up 1-0 over the UNC Esports Varsity squad. Let's get into it. Podsalam. Are we watching bot lane again? I think so.
I think so.
Right?
And something that's crucial, neither bot lane took exhaust.
Yep.
Exhaust has been seeing a lot of priority, so much so that ADCs have even been taking it over taking a heal or cleanse. But both ADCs opting for the cleanse, knowing that the other deals so much damage. Rami throwing the E in the bush. Does spot out Pyke, knows he is there, but everywhere else standard,
Rami Baba, thumbs up, no E. Just going to poke back. I think Rami wins this because of Spell Thieves.
Yeah, does have that extra gold. Did he get any action? Wait, did he actually hit him?
Cancel an auto?
Here.
Oh, you have to be near somebody.
But
the more you know.
Did he auto him though?
Yeah, he did auto. I guess you have to be near somebody.
No, he would have gotten it if he autoed him. Here. Click on Rami himself.
Yeah, he didn't have any gold. Boom.
Interesting.
0 progress.
That is very interesting.
Kind of cringe.
Kind of cringe if you ask Rami.
Supports have to be near each other. They aren't independent enough to get gold on their own.
I just don't think Rami autoed him at all then, because maybe he did just cancel his auto attack. I think that it's
Soraka top's fault. That makes sense.
Yeah, 100%. Screw the support top meta. Was not a fan of it, especially because I like playing tank tops. But anyways, speaking of tank tops, the Sion pick is something that I am a big fan of, Mac Dewey. I love Sion. Always been a fan of him, just because he's, in my opinion, the best scaling top laner in the game.
Does get that bonus health.
Exactly, yeah. And forever. It's like Veigar passive, but
for health.
But for health.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Isn't that so cool?
I feel like you're mocking me.
No, I really like it. I think it's cool too.
But yes, it is going to be so good into this team that likes to do burst damage.
Yeah.
You are not going to be whittled down too easily, but level 2 hits.
Dodging the trap, connects as well. First blood, clean play from UNC. This time they get the first blood. No return from Royce. UNC in their comfort zone here. Light binding gonna miss.
Yet.
Oh my goodness, Royce flashing forward, gets Rami Baba. Posh, what do you do here? No summoner spells.
Will do it.
Or are you gonna make the peace? Posh not gonna give us any peace here in the studio. UNC after getting first blood, give a kill. Back on over to Rosh.
Yeah, I think that's okay, though, because Rosh is going to lose. Rosh?
Maybe?
I think it's Rosh.
I think we should say Royce, too.
I'm going to say Royce.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Royce does lose a good bit of that CS as well as not getting the first blood bonus. So UNC are in the positive there. And as well, something to notice, a love like this did not get an assist. Yeah. So it is only the kill to Royce. So right there, a love like this is already behind. Only comes back to lane with a control ward, while Rami comes back with some paper bags for his feet.
Haha. Boot advantage, I think, gonna help a little bit in being aggressive in lane, but Chanman is in the bot lane. Hook, Rami, no flash available, gonna get stunned up. Beautiful conversion there. Chanman gonna pick up the kill.
Great on a love like this to wait for the stun from Chanman.
Patience.
The patience, the trigger discipline, one might say, as going to throw that harpoon out to hit Rami Baba. Going to take a recall, though, to actually spend the gold that he earned from a kill assist this time after he kills that control ward. No, they just bought that. Oh, my goodness. That's always my biggest pet peeve after buy control ward, but who cares?
CP coming into the mid lane, re-anchored the gravity field, gonna zone away the UNC squad. Rami Baba roaming up. Myson waiting for a huge decimating smash, going to connect onto Steepy. Chanman flash stun over the wall. Steepy taken down. What was that? Deep Sea game in the teamwork. Pick up the kill on Steepy. That was quite a kill. That was huge.
The no hesitation flash over the wall from I Am Chanman saying, I believe that my top laner did enough damage that I can finish off the kill, and now sitting at 2-0, but re-anchored could be in some trouble.
Flashing away from the duo that we love most.
Oh my goodness.
Here. Kersey gonna flash onto him. E comes out. Dodging the additional move speed from the Scuttle Crab, going to be enough. Kersey gets sent back into the real world. Bot lane has roamed up. Kersey gonna get stunned up and locked down. Flash pull onto Rami Baba. Still no summoner spells available. Kersey hanging on. Finally, Royce picks up the kill. Rami Baba going to be able to run away. UNC down 4-1 in the kill department. Dragon, I think, going to get picked up here.
Yeah, things going from bad to worse for UNC. It was a good one-for-one trade bot, but then 3 unanswered kills over to Deep Sea Gaming. 2 kills for Royce, 2 kills for I Am Chanman. I mean, the 2 players that early game you did not want to have.
Same as last game.
Yeah, is, like I'm saying, this is very reminiscent of the previous game. Hey, Mac Dewey, I've seen this one before. They've played this one before. It did not end well, but now it is Deep Sea Gaming who have the Zeri and not UNC. Kersey, despite being down, still wanting to be aggressive. And bot lane.
Rami Baba locked down, burned. Royce going to go on a killing spree, finishing off the UNC support. And here we see Jagung up 30 CS. I mean, Unleashed Teleport changes, kind of limiting the UNC top laner. Can't really go down to the bot lane very easily. Maybe Jagung needs to consider roaming down and making a play because UNC, oh, Posh barely avoiding the hook and a hit. Love like this with the Piltover Peacemaker on the way out. Dragon not picked up at all by Deep Sea Gaming, so UNC still got that going for them. But a huge advantage developing in the bot lane. Royce, though, finally picked out. Here comes Steepy charging in.
Oh.
What? What was that? UNC, no! Not like this. The heal. The dodge. The light binding connects. The shutdown is there. UNC do pick up the kill there under Royce. Oh, goodness.
Mac Dewey, I almost just died mentally.
That would have been less than ideal.
You think? that would not have been very cash money.
I would have been bummed.
Oh, yeah. I think everyone watching would have just sort of just bowed their head in defeat. But they did secure the kill, so that is the most important thing. CP looking to get another kill here, though.
Ghost, I heard it. Oh, my goodness. The fate sealed. Re-anchor taken down, but the Chaos Storm going to finish off Kersey in response. A 1-for-1 trade here. UNC do get that huge wave sent in under turret. I Am Chanman have to take on UNC 1-on-2. Going to go into the shadows of the Dark Realm here. Chanman gonna ultimate, getting 1 kill. Rami Baba now on the retreat. Kersey is here to try to turn this one around. Light binding connects, no ultimate, gonna be able to dash away. Meanwhile, Posh getting taken down in the bot lane. Kersey picking up the kill on Chanman. Once again, Podslam, I think we are in for one grueling, brutal kind of back and forth skirmish-heavy game on the Rift.
Mac, dude, I've said it once, I'll say it again. I've seen this episode before. I know what happens. You leave bot lane as Rami to go and roam, and the bot lane just dives Posh. I mean, we saw it right there. He was behind his own turret. He's getting farther and farther behind on this Caitlyn, just not able to keep up with the 4-1 Zeri. Kersey still being really aggressive as well.
The early game not really meant to go over to the way of Royce.
No,
this matchup.
not at all. But that is what we are seeing. Just some great hooks from a love like this. So not to put all of the blame on UNC, because it's certainly not there. A love like this, very good on this Pike pick. We're talking about it being an ego pick, and a love like this able to back it up. Like, as I say, that misses the hook. But that's not the point. Oh, ace in the hole, though. Just to get some extra poke damage, I guess.
A love like this is level 6. Dragon is up, and Chanman rotating down. I think this is going to be the opportunity. Vanguard's Edge used in the top lane. Jagung dashing onto Myson. Does have the unstoppable onslaught available. Going to flash away as Kersey. Getting quite low in the mid lane here. Dragon, I think, going to be picked up here. No problem by Deep Sea Gaming here at the almost 10-minute mark, picking up the first Dragon of the game. So earliest potential soul coming in at about 25.
Yeah, and it is going to be a Hextech Dragon for this Dragon number 2. So not a Hextech Rift like we saw last game. Spectator bugs, you gotta love it. We will get that fixed as soon as we can for you guys. But just take a look at the scoreboard. Mac Dewey, items are pretty spread around as we saw, but we did see how well Royce is doing on this Zeri pick. Everyone else is pretty even as far as CS goes. I believe I Am Chanman had a Noon Quiver and then completed boots, if I was not mistaken. But we are back in the game yet. Noon Quiver does not have completed boots yet, but a Vampiric Scepter and a Crit Cloak. But Steepy, oh my goodness,
Kersey looking for the assassination, gonna find it onto Chanman. No Death Ray coming in with the Chaos Storm. One more auto attack. Kersey getting the shield. Chaos Storm, one more proc, gonna do it. Re-anchored gets the kill. Gravity Field gonna stun up two with the big slamma jamma coming from Myson. J-Gun finds the stun with the flawless duet, gonna try to dash around, picks up a kill. Death Ray gonna finish off J-Gung there, re-anchored on a killing spree. Steepy gonna run for the hills as Myson unable in the afterlife. Gonna pick up that kill as the Scion Zombie. Deep Sea Gaming headed down into the bot lane once again. Royce 4-1, very close to that Trinity Force.
Yeah, good by re-anchored to get himself some much needed gold. Gonna recall here and might be able to finish one of his first items. Note does get the blasting wand. Not going to finish his mythic just yet, but he is beginning to be a big threat for Deep Sea Gaming. 3, 1, and 2 on this victor. Kersey still applying the pressure, though. This is what I like about Kersey. Yeah. Knowing that he may be down, knowing that he's not going to be doing as much damage, but is still wanting to press the attack, still wanting to be the aggressor here to maybe try and catch his opponent off guard. Hexcore, we see, already has 2 of the 4 completed. Re-anchored doing so well getting those stacks.
Deep Sea Gaming sitting at a very comfortable position here as we approach the 12-minute mark. UNC Esports down but not out just yet. Can't really look for a play on this bot lane. Just the turret going down. Chanman's right there. They're going to look for something in the mid lane. Re-anchored just fine. Backing away, playing it safe. Turret destroyed in the bot lane. That's the first one of the game, Pod Salim. Once again, I believe, going over to the Deep Sea Gaming bot lane, just like game number 1. All right, is this deja vu?
I'm telling you, man, I've seen this episode before. We've been here, but did not see the part of the episode where Jagung was winning the top lane this hard, up about 40 CS. Is down 1 assist, but, I mean, that doesn't really change too much. And, oh, my goodness, Royce.
Oh, my goodness. Final Spark going to miss. Onslaught of Shadows from over the wall. The trap not going to connect. Flash away. Posh stays alive. Royce taken down. Steepy coming up with a big play in the bot lane. Does have Rift Herald ready to get dropped as well, Podslam, maybe to answer back in some gold.
That just shows you how stinking strong Zeri is. Able to 1v3 almost. And, oh, Posh! Posh, what are you doing?
Chanman going to get into Caitlyn mode. Posh DC and Rift Herald going to get dropped. Kersey coming in. Kersey going to pick up the kill. Chanman taken down. Pause for Posh, I think, there, Podslam.
Yeah, I mean, it did look like he disconnected from the game. Should be back now. But, yeah, just walks under the turret, takes turret aggro, and caught all of us by surprise, not expecting him to just give his life over to the Viego right there. But UNC are able to return the kill onto I Am Chanman and then are able to put the Rift Herald down. Going to have some more spectator issues, but we will fix that for you guys as soon as we can. But Mac Dewey, this game, just like you were talking about, pretty firmly looking like in Deep Sea Gaming's hands, but UNC trying to get some gold back. If they're able to finish off this turret, which I assume they are going to be able to, just because they have 3 people there, and a Rift Herald, going to be a lot of gold into their pockets.
Kersey in Steepy, I think, very importantly, getting gold. I think that's going to be the players from UNC we're going to have to see kind of step up in this game. Jaegung, or is he going to be able to use this huge top lane advantage to really get anything big for UNC on the map? I mean, it's a 40 CS lead. Been making a lot of plays. Let's see if he can maybe get access to the backline and make a big impact in these fights, taking down threats like Roish and Re-Anchored.
Yeah, and I think him having so much presence in this top lane allows Steepy to go for those Heralds, so I would not be surprised if we saw him rotate there in about 2 or 3 minutes when this next Herald spawns. But speaking of rotating top, Chanman is here now. They do not see Jaegung in this river. They know he's around here somewhere, but on some on-the-way pings, just going to pick up the Scuttle Crab instead. UNC is rotating mid lane. There goes the Scion ultimate.
Oh my goodness, it connects onto Posh. 2 kills onto UNC as Deep Sea Gaming finds the engage.
The double Scion decimating smash. Not what you want to see, especially when the Caitlyn 90 caliber net gets canceled and the Aurelia just still having flash, not wanting to use it. There goes the mid lane outer turret for UNC that opens up the map so much. But Kersey did teleport top and is going to try and open up this top side turret as much as he can to enable Jaegung to go around the map, because Jaegung does do a lot of damage, but not when there's 4 people in mid lane. So not able to do too much, but Myson top trying to do his darndest to keep his turret alive. The second dragon goes over to Deep Sea Gaming, and it is a mountain rift, but Kersey's in trouble.
Kersey going to use the ultimate to try to get out. Rami Baba coming up. Ultimate Light Binding does miss. DP roaming up as well. Onslaught of Shadows in, misses onto Royce, but the damage from the Reckless Charge. Steepy on a killing spree. There's the ultimate though. Ace in the hole coming in. Going to help out. Kersey staying alive. It's a double kill. Jaegung, meanwhile, in the bot lane taking a fight. Fights all over the place. It's a double kill. I think the Ignite finishing off Kersey. Steepy looking to pick up a kill. Myson top falls. The Gale Force snipe from Posh. Meanwhile, Jaegung taken down 1v2 in the bot lane. Steepy going to be just fine. UNC 3 for 3 across the board. Even trade here. His Deep Sea Gaming still kind of, I think, in the driver's seat here in this game, in game number 2.
Yeah, but anytime you are behind and you are able to get away with a even trade of kills, that's a win for you, because the gold is going to help you a lot more than it is going to help Deep Sea Gaming at this point in time. So Deep Sea Gaming only up about 1,500 gold, most of that in CS, and is a little bit in kills. But Steepy, Kersey, and Posh are the ones carrying the load for UNC right now. Going to have to contest this next dragon. Spawns here in about 3 minutes and 30 seconds. I Am Chanman getting to his blue buff and being confused, like where'd my blue buff go, as Steepy has it right now. But a love like this could be in some trouble. Steepy going to ghost in, and that's going to be a very scary Death Horse diving in onto Royce. Has the ultimate, uses the Onslaught of Shadows, going to fear it away. The Lux ultimate is going to miss, but the Heartbreaker not able to get in front of Royce right there. The shutdown onto Steepy, though, and the hook is going to land.
The hook onto Posh. 90 caliber net to try to get away, but it's a double kill for Chanman as Jaegung coming into the top lane. A love like this, taking down the hook and to keep him alive for just a little bit longer, trying to get away from Vision. Rami Baba picking up a kill, but Jaegung taking down Chanman now. Gonna get slowed down. Rami barely survives, but it's Deep Sea Gaming Podsulum still taking control overall. It's a 4 for 2.
A 4 for 2 and good damage on UNC's turrets, both their mid lane inner turret and their top lane outer. Oh no, I am Chan Man.
The ultimate, the final spark, the shutdown. UNC takes down the Deep Sea Gaming jungler. But Podsalam, look at the objective timers. 2 minutes on each, both Baron and the next Dragon. UNC not with a lot of plays to make on the map.
Yeah, UNC going to have to get desperate here to look to secure some kills, but I think priority numero uno is going to shut down Re-Anchored. He is so far ahead, has 10 stacks on his Dark Seal, doing so much damage. I believe he's working towards that Rabadon's death cap for a second item, has the needlessly large rod in his inventory on top of the Luden's Tempest, on top of the Source Shoes and the Hextech Alternator. He is going to hit like a truck to any of these squishy champions on UNC, which I need remind you is 3/5 of UNC's comp right now.
Does Hextech Alternator build into a non-mythic item?
I would assume it would have to. I believe it does, but Horizon Focus is what we are being told, and
Horizon Focus.
That would be very good for this Victor, especially going into this highly mobile team that UNC has for them.
Yeah, Rift Herald, meanwhile, going to get picked up. Lickety split, no problem. Unstoppable charge right out of the bot lane, as my son says nope to that engagement, and simply backs off. The next dragon spawning in about 45 seconds. Rift Herald, I think, going to take the map, but nobody I really think in a position to start on Baron just yet.
Yeah, and I think, Kersey
going to look for the engage, gets exhausted, going to try to dash in all over the place. Chaos Storm still there. Kersey looking for the re-engage, knows that, well, cooldowns are more important for re-anchored than Kersey on this Yone pick. Ace in the hole going to come out. Royce going to, I think, take that up. A left like this says, no, dude, I'm the EDC here. Come on, I'm popping off. I've got my assassination thing to do. Chan Man gonna use the shadows here all around the dragon pit. Teleport coming in from Kersey for the dragon fight. No ultimate available. Objective gonna get started. Rift Herald used in the mid lane. Light Binding does connect. Kersey gonna look for some damage. Deep Sea Gaming peace out away from the dragon, giving it up to UNC. They're going into the mid lane instead. Podsalam is Rift Herald's gonna charge down and take down the inner turret. Shelly gonna keep on going, maybe into the inhibitor turret here. UNC looking for an engage, looking for a fight. Myson gonna try to do some zoning away. Deep Sea Gaming gonna rotate over on into the top side of the map. As can we get a look there? Did Shelly get an inhibitor turret charge in the mid lane? Nope.
Didn't.
Shelly unable to get into the front of the UNC base. Podsalam. UNC get the dragon, they only lose the inner turret.
Yeah, and Deep Sea Gaming, they're in the same position as they were last game. They didn't have to fight that dragon if they didn't want to.
Yeah.
They are already up 2 dragons. They're now only up 1. But
Shadow Flame, duh.
Shadow Flame, yes. Also a very good item against teams that have a lot of health, like this Hecarim and this Irelia. Eventually only has the Bork right now, but definitely going to build herself some health items. But yeah, I mean, Deep Sea Gaming not having to fight that, we see the Wit's End in the inventory of Kersey. We're talking about it in Champ Select. Obviously, this game re-anchored even more of a threat than he was last game.
Right.
Doing a lot more damage, and I can only imagine he's going to, if he's feeling really, really ballsy, might work towards that Medjay Soul Stealer.
J-Gun gonna dash in, procs the Blade of the Rune King. Meanwhile, Steepy forcing the dash out of a love like this. UNC Esports down 3K gold here at the 22-minute mark, trying to keep their Risen Divine League playoff hopes alive, as they're going to group in the mid lane. Podsalam, don't think they have much of a play here other than just shoving in the wave and maybe getting some Baron vision control. Going to engage onto Chan Man, finding the onslaught of shadows, the final spark, everything onto re-anchored, shutdown connects. J-Gun with the flash stun, slows down Myson, keeps the team alive. J-Gun going to take it to the face, says no worries guys, I got this. Unstoppable Onslaught is available. Vanguard's Edge. J-Gun says, are you sure you really want this, bro? My son trying to answer right back. J-Gun getting really low, but we've got an engage in the mid lane. Royce going to try to make this one work. Kersey gets low. J-Gun The Bramble Vest is too strong. Podsalem is Deep Sea Gaming are popping off in the mid lane. Royce with a double kill. Steepy's the next to fall as UNC get wiped from the map. Kersey, the only survivor, gonna get taken down next. Deep Sea Gaming looking like they're gonna get an ace. There it is, Podsalem. They're in the driver's seat. They're in control, and they're running towards the Polar Express. We've got the ticket, baby. They're on the train to playoffs.
Yeah, it's really hard to say where UNC can come back, what they need to do. I mean, this dragon spawns in about 2 minutes. The Baron is up. You basically have to do similar to what you did last game, where they did get that big team fight win and then tried to look for Baron, but Posh did not have the health. But Deep Sea Gaming have the health, they have the numbers, they have the advantage. They don't even need much of anything else but a teleport onto top side, I believe. Yeah, Jagung did TP top, so the Baron is going to be reset. Nothing is going to come of it. A good TP out of Jagung to keep that out of the hands of Deep Sea Gaming.
UNC gonna prolong their effort here in this game for just a little bit longer, trying to fight back. They're down about 6k gold. Light Binding does connect here, but this is Maisan been tanking up health all the live long day, and the top lane may be down in CS, but can tank up the entirety of UNC Esports just fine. Look at that shield. I feel like Bramble Vest has been doing some serious work here against UNC's comp. UNC really kind of struggling to find an opening in these fights.
Yeah, it's so hard when this Scion is so darn tanky. And
Smite? Oh no, just charge in. See you later.
He says, yoink, I'll take that one. And that's actually really important, considering this dragon spawns in about 40 seconds, that Scuddler is going to continue to be there. But Steepy, he might not continue to be here much longer.
Steepy, Onslaught of Shadows onto Royce. Lightbinding connects. Here comes the Fate Untempered. Dodged. Royce staying alive in the fight. Shut down Steepy. Death from below coming in. Love like this, staying alive in the fight. Chanman, getting the resets. Dashing in, gets stunned up by the Flawless Duet. Steepy gets hooked by the Harpoon, connects. Nowhere to go. It's a double kill for Chanman as Deep Sea Gaming are looking to pick up their dragon. Podsalem, they're going on to Soul Point.
Yeah, and this Mountain Soul is going to make it even harder to kill that Scion. You're not going to be able to touch him when he has those % increase on his resistances, as well as that HP shield on top of all of it, doing so much. I believe that's, what was that, 3,300, 3,400? I can't see, my eyes are bad. But anyways, this side, he's a big beefy boy. That's all you gotta know about this Scion. And he can 1v1 this Irelia. We were talking about maybe this Irelia will be able to put up a fight in the side lane, but so far, I mean, we saw from a few minutes ago, Jagung tried to 1v1 him and just got a little bit schlacked. So have to see what UNC can do to maybe try and work around the Scion. Maybe you don't want to engage when the Scion is near, but he does have the Unstoppable Onslaught, has the teleport as well to get to where his team is. So this big zombie man providing so much more than just a tanky health bar for Deep Sea Gaming.
Let's see now. Deep Sea Gaming have to try to close this game out. Chanman getting stunned up. Here comes the UNC engage. They think they found a pick. Vanguard's edge dashing all over the place. Jagung maybe going to find 2 kills here. Ace in the hole. Posh with the snipe. Finishes off re-anchored. No. Oh, Onslaught of Shadows is available. The Fear going to connect. The final spark going to miss. Rami, though, I think this one's a kill secure for UNC. They're finding a way back in this game as they find 3 kills. Podsalem on the top side of the map. Baron, Nasher now in their sights.
Kersey trying to get out of here as best as he can. Does have those dashes, but just like I was saying, UNC need to find a good fight where they can pick off people. But this time, MacDewey, they have the health bars, but there's a TP into the base of UNC. They gotta go. That demolish.
Teleport coming in. Baron Nasher has been secured. Maisan looking to try to interrupt the, or find Kersey as he teleports in. That's a whole lot of damage. 2 swords slice Maisan apart as The zombie's going to try to go into the turret. It's not going to be able to take down a Nexus turret. That's the top laner teleport used from Deep Sea Gaming. Podsalem, UNC with Baron. They have come back in this game. They're only down 1K gold.
Yeah, but they are down 2 dragons as well. This
they're only down 1K gold.
Yes, they're only down 1K gold. You are exactly right, Mark. But I think UNC need to use this Baron buff so decisively. You have to get pressure in this mid and bot lane. If you do not, then Deep Sea Gaming are just going to waltz into this bot river, take that mountain dragon soul, and then you're not going to be able to kill this Scion. So if whatever you have to do, get pressure around those areas. Their mid lane inhibitor has respawned. We do see, oh my goodness, Anchored almost getting blown up right there. Doesn't have the teleport. Did opt for exhaust this game. But we do see Scion coming mid, though.
Here comes my son, drifting into the mid lane, zoning away. There's a kill onto Rami Baba. The assassination coming in. Onslaught of Shadows under the turret. J-Gun looking for the dash resets. Can't quite do it. Re-anchored, running away from the fight. Steepy Smite secures. Roy still alive. Kersey finding a way to stay alive. J-Gun going to try to buy time for the rest of the team to come in. Flawless Duet stun connects. Now it's my son and Royce versus Kersey and Posh. Who's going to win? Royce taking low. Royce taken down. It's UNC maybe coming out on top. My son versus the 2 carries. My son getting a kill onto Posh. Kersey trying to find a way to slice through. UNC get the ace. Kersey going to try to run away from my son. My son running the dashes. Kersey survives. UNC win the fight.
And I believe they're going to be able to push this mid-wave turret and maybe get it. Dragon spawns here in a little under a minute right now. And Kersey, I believe he has the damage to finish this off. Oh, yeah, he's got plenty of damage to finish that off. Now it is up to UNC to get that vision in the bot side jungle of Deep Sea Gaming, because they are going to come back with a vengeance, McDewey, because they have reset their items. And we do see that Anchored has sold his Dark Seal, did get picked off a few times, so not much worth for him, but he does have that Lichbane, does have the Shadow Flame and the Luden's Tempest. Hits like a 18-wheeler semi-truck, this Victor does. As well as we have seen Royce do so much this game as well. Has 4 items at the 30-minute mark. Does so much in these team fights, but UNC have been playing them so well. Steepy has not just been diving into the backline.
Pick onto Chanman. Chanman gets 1 binding, and Kersey goes on a rampage. I think Deep Sea Gaming going to have to back away from this one, Ponsalem.
Yeah, after that, after your jungler goes down, really no point in trying to engage on this unless you're wanting to lose. But Kersey wanting to engage himself, not going to be able to do too much damage to this to the Scion, though.
UNC have found their footing in this game. Myson going to try to back off. Here comes maybe the turnaround. They know it's a 4v5. They don't want to take the fight, but they're standing around, getting caught out. Steepy with the flank. Not going to be able to find anyone. Myson gets rooted down. UNC have come back in this game, Podsalem. UNC Esports take it down. 4 members of Deep Sea Gaming. It's only a love like this remaining. The minions slowly but surely coming in. Kersey trying to tank it up a little bit. J-Gung.
They might be able to look for the end here.
Death timers coming back slowly but surely. It's only Chanman in a love like this. UNC looking to knock back and take down this base. Final spark coming out. Going to miss from Rami Baba. But look, Nexus turret number 1 has fallen. Next up is Nexus turret number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go Tar Heels. We're going to game number 3. UNC Varsity's playoff hopes are still alive. That ticket, the train is delayed for Deep Sea Gaming, Podsalem. We've got some more League of Legends action coming up. UNC staying alive.
Deep Sea Gaming throwing their lead away like it's a spoiled carton of milk. Having a pretty sizable lead, and then too many bad team fights, just giving UNC the gold that they needed. And I believe UNC didn't have much of a gold lead, if at all, going into that last fight.
Yeah,
so
very
I
close.
mean, it was maybe like within like a few hundred gold, but they did stop the soul stacking, which I think is so incredibly important.
Huge.
And they were able to isolate Myson top in these fights. They weren't just like, okay, we'll try and fight everyone around him. They say, no, we're going to burn him down as 5.
Yep.
Because if you only have one person focusing the Scion, you're not really going to do too much. But if you have everyone focusing him, sometimes you might not kill the carries. But if you just pin the Scion away from everyone else, then you're not having to worry about fighting a war on 2 fronts. You just kill the Scion, and then there's no one tanky for Deep Sea Gaming. So Deep Sea Gaming going to have to revitalize what their strategy was and say, all right, how do we learn to close out this game? Because I think it all went downhill after that Baron fight happened, and then we saw Myson TP into the base. Because I understand what you're trying to go for there, but you didn't get anything. You got maybe 30% of the turret's HP gone, and you lost your teleport for it.
They really wanted that win. We saw just how far they were willing to go to try to secure that dub. But ladies and gentlemen, we've got game number 3. Boo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo. Silver Scrapes time here on the UNC Esports stream. UNC going back on the blue side here, I believe, for game number 3 draft, taking away the Twitch, Zillion, and J4. Steepy not going to be able to get that Hecarim back, and that was honestly who I was going to give MVP to for that comeback victory. Steepy finding so many clutch engages there for UNC on the Hecarim, the Turbo Chem Tank boy with those 4 legs moving. Steepy helping UNC come back in this one. It's going to be a Graves, maybe to Jaegung, maybe to Steepy. I feel like solo lane top Graves has been more popular than jungle Graves recently.
Yeah, and that's a very interesting pick because Deep Sea Gaming did not ban the Shen.
Yeah.
That is a ban we have seen in both games so far. And they opted to ban away this Hecarim instead, so I'm surprised UNC did not use that opportunity to pick up this Shen. But maybe they're calling Deep Sea Gaming's bluff, saying, all right, we can first pick someone else because we know dang well you're not going to pick the Shen.
Yep.
So if UNC can leave this Shen to maybe blue 2 or blue 3, then you're going to be able to get the most out of that first pick. But Deep Sea Gaming really liking this Viego pick. This is the 3rd game in a row we have seen them pick it, and I believe first pick every single time for them except for the 2nd game where they picked that Victor first, and we are seeing that Gnar make a resurgence for
Send it top. Send the Graves top.
I mean, honestly, that wouldn't be too bad into this Gnar pick, especially when Gnar is melee form. To be able to just blast him with a shotgun always seems to work in most situations, both in the real world and otherwise. But UNC going to lock in this Irelia again, liking what Jaegung was doing with it. But yeah, that might be the Irelia top and the Graves jungle, seeing as might be like, oh yeah, you can take the Graves into the Viego and the Irelia back into the Gnar.
Chanman, I think, has been performing very well on this Viego pick. I wonder if you're UNC, do you go for the Lux super early on before the 2nd phase of bans? The Vayne lock in for Posh, maybe? Or, oh gosh, really, anybody could go anywhere.
I hope it's not a Vayne top just
Vayne
because
mid. Caps. Caps impression.
I know Kersey is good, but I don't believe we are Caps level
Kersey,
of.
If you're watching the VOD, you can do anything.
Yes, you can do anything. Exactly right. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, Wayne Gretzky and Michael Scott. But Deep Sea Gaming picking a unconventional ADC with this Tristana when the Zeri is up, Matt Dewey.
Right. Wow. They're going for it. Could also, I mean, I have honestly seen a little bit of Tristana mid in my day, but I think it is going to be going into the bot lane.
Yeah.
Should be a really nice matchup into the Vayne. Can burst it out super
the
heavy.
Range advantage as well.
Yeah, and early on, I mean, Tristana's just like explosive charge on the wave, go burr. I'm not even going to interact with you. And then I'm going to get all the turrets. And what are you going to do? Clear the wave? You're Vayne. Come on, get out of here.
Yeah.
With that nonsense, we'll see.
With that single target damage, how dare you?
Oh, looking at the 2nd phase of bans here, Nautilus going to be taken off of the board. Lulu and Rise taken away from Deep Sea Gaming. UNC one more ban. Who do you ban, Potsdam?
I think I ban Ari.
Oh, cool.
But
Dude, you're right on the money.
But see, what's I know I'm like a wizard.
Yeah.
But Deep Sea Gaming, most importantly, in my opinion, did not ban Lux.
Lux is still available,
yeah.
but do you go Vayne with Lux?
I mean, I don't see a problem
Do you
with
go
it.
Katarina? Oh my gosh.
Deep Sea Gaming, they're taking the meta book, the meta manual. They're opening their window and just throwing it out as far as they can, locking in Vex. So it is going to be that could either be Vex mid or Vex support. We don't know where that is going to go. It will depend on what the rest of the bot lane for UNC is going to be as well. I mean, just like you're saying, anyone could go anywhere for UNC right now. But very good by Deep Sea Gaming to sort of leave this mid and support pick up to chance.
Yep.
Not wanting to reveal their hand just yet. And UNC locking in the Veigar. Kersey getting funky with it on the Yordle with a vengeance.
I like it. UNC Varsity going back to their comfort zone. Rami, what's it going to be? Take us through the supports.
Oh?
It's not going to be Yuumi. There's no way. Maybe?
In before Yuumi? Do we see the magical cat this game? Yeah, I didn't
There's
think
his
so.
signature. Oh, Janna?
He's
nope.
hovering it again. The Braum? The
Janna for Rami Baba. Very comfortable pick. Maybe going to see a Zonia's Hourglass on it later on. And now for the side of DSG.
A lot of support hovers right there.
Thresh and Nautilus, I feel like notably taken away. Leona, a very solid engage support, as well as Rel.
Lulu's gone as well. So, but I mean, if you are Deep Sea Gaming, you do need some engage. Blitzcrank would be a very good pick.
We've got the Hookster. Let's go.
City, man.
Hook City.
I am a big fan of this, especially into this Janna pick, because there's nothing a squishy Enchanter support fears than the Robo Man and his giant Death Claw that just pulls you out and then your screen goes gray for some odd reason. I don't know why that happens, but we will have to see if a love like this can play this Blitzcrank pick as well as his hooks were with that Pike last game. Because early on, he was near perfect with those harpoons. Now it is going to be the rocket grab instead, which is a lot more effective at making sure that no one on UNC can have fun.
Right, and I'm staring down this UNC composition, Podsalem, and I feel like nobody wants to get hooked. That is like literally their worst nightmare. Aurelia, Vayne, Veigar, Janna, Graves, getting hooked is disaster.
Yes.
And very hard to recover from. Nobody really with a safe out. Nobody like Ezreal to kind of buffer it with Arcane Shift or something. No. I feel like a hook connects and UNC either have to instantly burn Flash over a wall or you're dead.
Or Gray Screen Simulator. But yeah, and I think that is one of the flaws of UNC's draft this time around. You don't have a tank.
Yeah.
You don't have someone that's going to be able to.
Who needs a tank?
Yeah, who needs a tank when the enemy team has a Blitzcrank? Yeah, I mean, there's nothing. But yeah, I think that is something crucial for UNC. You don't have someone to stand in the front of your team and say, "All right, hook me." Like, hook me because I have 3,000. Do it now. Like, try and pull me in. Like, I'm not going to die instantly like the rest of my team. Yeah. Channeling their inner Arnold Schwarzenegger right there. Being like, come on, do it now. But it is going to be up to UNC to put on their blue suede shoes this time around and dodge the Blitzcrank hook, because Blitzcrank is very vulnerable if you're able to catch him out. Doesn't have
baby cage.
Does have the baby cage. The Veigar is very good into this comp for Deep Sea Gaming, because you have the Viego, the Gnar, the Tristana, who all have some form of dash or gap closer or other stuff like that. So if you're able to catch them out, they are going to have to either burn their flash or just have their own gray screen simulator this game.
Yeah. And there is the Vayne Kadem, and Rami does have Monsoon, so that knockback potentially there for UNC, as well as I think the Janna Veigar shenanigans are pretty funny with knocking them into the Veigar E-stun. So we'll have to see how it goes, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to hop into a quick break as we get all ready and loaded up for our third and final game here in this best-of-3 series. It is win or go home. One of these teams looking to punch their ticket to the playoffs here in week number 5 of the Risen Divine League. I've been Mac Dewey. You're going to catch Podsalam and I on the Rift in just a little bit. Don't click out of that browser. Grab a snack. We'll be right back in just a little bit. Hello, Tar Heels. Welcome back onto the Rift for game number 3. It's the UNC Varsity squad taking on Deep Sea Gaming. We are continuing on our coverage here of week number 5 in the Risen Divine League. Potsdam, it all comes down to this. For both of these teams, UNC Varsity and Deep Sea Gaming looking to punch their ticket to the playoffs here in the final match between the two teams.
Yeah, and both teams not wanting to go home, wanting to make sure that they can continue fighting. We do see a love like this going to throw the rocket grab over the wall, not going to amount to anything right there, though. But I am a big fan of this Blitzcrank pick, and I think that is where all of the action is going to be, like Game 2, like Game 1. Definitely something that is going to be present this entire game. But something that we have not seen this series so far is Kersey's Vagar,
right,
which I am an even bigger fan of and love this pick so much.
Notably prominent on both the MacDewey and Podsdam boards of the UNC Esports streams. So you know it's going to be a huge pick here in the decider game. UNC Esports sitting at 1-3 in the standings. A win here against the 2-2 Deep Sea Gaming squad would put both teams at 2-3. But since UNC would have the tiebreaker based on this series, we're thinking Podsdam that UNC are going to be able to make it in as the 4th seed out of their section. Hook connects there onto Rami Baba. Exhaust used there onto Royce. Posh going to try to answer back just a little bit, but Deep Sea Gaming going to take control of the lane here in bottom.
Yeah, that is a very early burn of that exhaust, and I feel like that's going to come back to bite UNC in the butt if another fight does break out.
Right.
But the Relic Shield procs are not able to come through for a love like this, so not able to get the rocket grab into the power fist. So not much of a threat right now, at least until that wave gets closer to the turret.
UNC Varsity in the bot lane. Posh and Rami getting level 2 first. It was a rough game 1 for Rami on the Alistar, but in game number 2, switching to the Lux, able to make a lot more plays, and now here his kind of season favorite of the Janna now coming up huge in this important match for UNC, as they've got to be careful now. The wave in a bit of an awkward position, slowly but surely going to be shoving towards them, but they can't play aggressively against the Blitzcrank.
Yeah, you do not want to give a kill over to this Tristana and have her scale a lot faster than she's already going to. She's going to outrange this Vayne so much, especially in the later levels whenever she does get towards that rapid fire cannon, going to do so much. And this Blitzcrank just making that space just by existing. I remember a very helpful tooltip that Riot actually showed me one time is sometimes the threat of an ability is greater than the actual ability itself, and the threat of that Blitzcrank hook can definitely be a bigger scare than the actual hook itself sometimes.
The result of this bot lane play is going to be Posh down in CS as Royce taking a handful of shots. 2 to go. J-Gun going to look for the flawless duet. My son going back into mini. Hook connects there onto Posh. Ignite the damage. No flash the cleanse. Trying to condemn. Can't quite do it. Teleport coming in. Royce flashing forward. First blood. The rocket jump reset. Kersey trying to come down into the mid lane with the Predator. A love like this. Going in. Overdrive. See you later. Meanwhile, flawless duet once again connects. My son getting stunned up. Gets the hop, but there is Steepy. UNC. Kersey getting a kill onto Royce. J-Gun getting a kill in the top lane. Triumph not going to be enough. My son answers back. 2 for 2 overall across the board. Kersey headed back into the mid lane. Potsdam after picking up a kill in the bot lane.
Yeah, a good trade of kills, but the advantage is going over to Deep Sea Gaming because they did get that first blood. A very aggressive look out of Royce flashing into Rami and Posh, but ultimately going to come out to the benefit as Royce does come back with that noon quiver. Very reminiscent of last game, might I say, MacDewey. But
There's 2 endings.
There's 2 endings.
Which one's it going to be?
It's a choose your own adventure
Oh,
novel.
wow. That's cool.
UNC are wanting to not choose the bad ending. They're wanting to be nice to all of the NPCs, wanting to not trick anyone or do any bad dealings with any of the shopkeeps. So, but right now Kersey doing well, but Royce
Flash onto Rami with the hook. Condemn not going to be enough. Rami trying to flash away and kite through this. Royce not getting hit by the tornado. Here comes Chanman channeling the stun in. Rami says goodbye, my sweet prince. Posh from a distance has to watch Rami die. Rami getting taken down. Deep Sea Gaming get a pick in the bot lane. They're going to be able to shove in that wave pod, Salim. And Posh on this Vayne might lose that whole wave of CS.
Yeah, the wave is about to crash, and then there's another wave that might be able to counter it, depending on how well Posh is able to wave clear. But we were talking about this Vayne does not exactly have the best AoE abilities to go against this wave. But, oh my goodness, some good trades on both sides. That charge going to do so much damage. There goes the wave. It's going to be a lot of difficulty for Posh to clear those up.
Whew. Posh down only about 10 CS. Is certainly down but not out. Dragon, first one of the game, pod Slim, here at the 6-minute mark. So this means potentially about a 21, 22-minute soul for Deep Sea Gaming if they so want to. That's going to be the Gnar ultimate coming out. Vanguard's Edge, J-Gun going to look. Q dash, not going to pull the trigger. Maybe doesn't have the cooldown. Steepy coming in. J-Gun, a lot of passive stacks, whole lot of DPS. Hop, flawless duet, the damage. Beautifully played. J-Gun picks up the kill with the help of Steepy.
Yeah, Myson trying to dodge away, accidentally dodges right into the flawless duet, giving himself. Did not want to dance, but is going to anyways, as Steepy trying to steal away this red buff, but might be some trouble.
A love like this, playing patiently, waiting for the hook. Ghost from Steepy. Ultimate coming in. Re-anchored, looking for the pick. Steepy survives. Primordial burst from Kersey. Gonna pip a kill. Now it's a 2-on-4 potentially here from UNC Varsity. Hook and a miss. Rami maybe wanted that one. Chanman with the ultimate still available. Kersey gets the stun. Rami gonna help out a little bit. Tornado lands. J-Gun with the stun. UNC with the plays. J-Gun dashing in. Not going to be able to do it. Chanman survives.
Almost able to get some multiple kills there as Royce.
Posh says no.
Yeah, he's like, I don't want to fight this. I know I do not win the 1v1.
Maybe now with no explosive charge?
Tristana does not have ultimate yet. Neither of them have ultimate, but the Blitzcrank is here.
A love like this. Looking for a play like this. There's the ultimate. Hex Flash not going to go over the wall. Posh, I think, has to call this one quits. Does have
so much CS.
I don't think he can do it, though.
Oh, that hurts to watch. Playing the threat game, but Rami is there now, so you do have to concede that space you had made. But on the other side, Myson going to get the shutdown. The hook does go wide, though. Trying to get that last plate off.
Posh maybe trying to do a little bit of geometry. Can the angle connect with Condemn? But there's the fear. Re-anchored coming into the bot lane. Deep Sea Gamer trying to make a play. Rami, no Monsoon. It's the final hour for Posh as Posh trying to turn it around, avoids the damage, and survives the dive.
Yeah, that was very aggressive out of the side of Deep Sea Gaming, but they are looking to get the plates here, and they are not leaving just yet. Re-anchored is going by, but I Am Chanman is still here. That's some good damage.
The tornado, I think, just barely missing Royce there. Is Posh going to pick up just a little bit of CS, trying to stay as close as he can in this lane against Royce, up 20 CS over Posh.
Yeah, it is very hard to farm as this Vayne when you are constantly getting shoved in by the Tristana, because Tristana just passively pushes in waves. Even if you're not trying to, whenever you do kill a minion, it does that little splash effect onto the other minions. So you're always going to be pushing in the wave, and right now that is how Royce is wanting to play the game, not even letting the other wave touch his wave. The Hex Flash is going over, though. Not going to do anything, though. Just spooking him with the scary robot.
In Posh, just can't afford to recall. Just staying so low in the lane can't really have an impact. That maybe opens things up on the other side of the map. Myson with a 2-level lead over Jaegung. The Boomerang's really starting to add up. A Bomby Cinder from Jaegung's Aurelia. Maybe a Turbo Chem Tank look for the Aurelia. You get dashes, you get stacks on the Turbo Chem Tank, maybe something there. Chanman going to get spotted out here on the top side of the map. Rift Herald, the first one of the game, still available. Jaegung gets stunned up. Myson misses the head slam. Vanguard's Edge going to miss. DP, meanwhile, a 1v1 between the junglers. Collateral damage still available, but the Viego ultimate's going to do it. Steepy gets taken down. Meanwhile, Kersey, the Primordial Burst, unable to finish off Re-Anchor. The W going to finish it off, though. Meanwhile, once again, Deep Sea Gaming 3 for 3 first turrets in the bot lane.
Yeah, that is a lot of gold into the pocket of Royce. Already has the Kraken Slayer at 11 minutes, and the Swift Herald is going to be started up by Deep Sea Gaming, but the roam from Kersey going to dissuade them from advancing that any further. But this dragon does spawn in about 25 seconds, MacDewey. That is going to be in the eye of both of these teams because Infernal Dragon is pretty good last time I checked.
Yeah, absolutely. Right now it's Deep Sea Gaming with the vision control. Hook gonna barely miss. Rami Baba giving the thumbs up after the flash juke. W gonna deal a little bit of damage. Kersey getting some AP. Doesn't have blue buff. Does have Lost Chapter. Is down to about 33% mana.
Yeah, not looking good if you're wanting to try and contest this dragon, but I don't believe UNC are in any fashion to contest this dragon, so I think they will just try and potentially trade it for something on the top side. We do see Steepy heading up there. Doesn't see a ward, and there they go.
The stun gonna miss from the flawless duet. Jaegun gonna still step up. My son getting very, very angry. Four people from UNC on the top side of this map. Nar gonna knock back Kersey. Primordial Burst not available. My son uses the flash to get out.
A bad look from UNC right there. Not able to convert the kill onto Myson. Great patience on the flash for this Gnar, and the Herald has not even been taken, but I believe UNC are going to try and look for that now. But Deep Sea Gaming,
don't do it.
Oh, no.
Oh, Posh, it's so scary. The hook is going to connect. Kersey is here. Primordial Burst is available. The kill from Re-Anchored going to come out. It's a 1-for-1 trade.
It looked good from UNC, but the damage from Re-Anchored is so great right now. Even though he's at 1 and 3, still does a good bit of damage to the squishy Posh Vayne. And on the other side of it, this Tristana has been pushing in this bot wave. And just like you were saying in Champ Select, she does a little bit of damage to turrets.
Roish targeting the bot lane inner. Jaegung is here. Vanguard's Edge at the ready, but not going to pull the trigger on it just yet. Myson, meanwhile, going to get some turret plating gold up in the top lane. Deep Sea Gaming with a 2K gold lead. The kills even, but a 2-0 Drake advantage for DSG as they came in probably the favored team here by a bit, sitting at 2-2, looking to make it into playoffs with a record of 3-2. UNC Esports hoping to turn things around. The Gore Drinker on Steepy's Graves. Kersey 3-0-0. The hook connects onto Rami Baba. There's the Monsoon. Re-anchored going in with the engage. That's going to be the fear. That's going to be the kill. Roish takes down Rami Baba. Jumping over the wall. Kersey, not a lot of mana. Podslim. Think Kersey needs to recall right about now.
Yeah, I don't know if you're going to be able to do too much. I might be able to just pause the wave right there, but one good hook from a love like this and you're just going to die. But does Hex Flash in the opposite way, knowing he can't really do too much. But the plate gold, so much going into the pockets of Deep Sea Gaming. I think that's where a lot of this gold lead lies, is just the fact that they've gotten so many more plates than UNC has. I believe they got 2 off that mid turret. I believe they got 3 off the top turret. And they got the entire bot lane turret as locked up, though.
Primordial Burst is available. Kersey, maybe one more Q. Oh, the W going to miss my son with upgraded boots. Going to be a little too fast to handle. Everfrost also completed onto Kersey. There's the engage. Royce going to get hit by the condemn. Rami Baba has to be careful. Watch out for the hook. Posh A lot of damage from the explosive charge. Zephyr to slow down the Blitzcrank. Can't get the auto. Final hour coming in. Chanman looking for the engage. Can't find the stun. J-Gun coming in. Dashing in the flawless duet onto Royce. The damage from Steepy. Vanguard's edge. The collateral damage. Can't do it. Oh my goodness. There's the dash. J-Gun finishes off Royce. Looking for now re-anchored. Flashing over the wall. The dash from J-Gun. Following re-anchored. Deep Sea Gaming's mid laner trying to stay alive, but Steepy coming in. J-Gun with 2 kills on the fight, making a huge impact.
Yeah, those are some good gold into the pockets of UNC.
Whoop,
Might
whoop.
be able to push out that mid wave, try to get this turret. It is so low, but Hook does go wide.
That ain't it. Primordial burst from Kersey. He's on a rampage. The vengeful Yordle, excuse me, as you like to say, Pod Slum. 4-0-1 here in the critical elimination game. Win and go on to the playoffs, or just go home. UNC was just in this position last week in CLOL. Is it going to happen 2 weeks in a row for this squad where they can't make playoffs, where they just fall a little short? We'll have to see here. The gold lead has been equalized here. UNC right back in it here in game number 3.
Yeah, I think UNC need to use this gold lead that this gold stabilization that they've been able to do and focus on this next dragon. Because while it is a mountain soul, just like last game, you need that. You need to, if anything, not necessarily having it for yourself, but taking it away from Deep Sea Gaming.
Right.
Because if you don't let them take it, it is going to be so much easier to blow them up, because this Veigar is going to be doing so much damage, and you do not want this Veigar building any type of safe items like Azanya's or something like that. You want him building straight offense so you can blow him up easier. But if he gets that Mountain Soul, then he's going to be able to tank so much more damage, and especially if he does go for the Zanyas. But looks like going to be some fights over vision. Uh-oh, Posh.
Getting stunned up. Chanman dealing a lot of damage. Chanman slicing away the UNC ADC, Rami Baba. Here comes the fear. Lands onto 2. Jaegung looking for his moment. Dashing in. Gets a kill. There's Myson getting a kill onto Rami Baba. Jaegung getting real low. Royce, excuse me, on the Tristana. Steepy gonna have to try to run away, but the Tristana resets. Oh my goodness, the healing from the Gore Drinker. The Buster shot. Oh my goodness, wasn't used. I don't know how Steepy got out of there so quickly. Kersey wasn't there for the fight in Podslam we were talking about before this dragon fight. The objective control from Deep Sea Gaming could lead them into a win. Well, at the 17.5-minute mark, they're going to be sitting on Mountain Soul Point after picking up 2 kills.
Yeah, just the
3
good
kills? 3 kills.
Killed Posh, killed Rami, and that was it.
Okay, 2 kills, my
Yeah,
bad.
Teehee. But yeah, I mean, UNC not able to capitalize on anything right there. Posh getting picked so early, but Kersey, that is he wants blood, man.
He's vengeful.
He's the vengeful Yordle, the Yordle with a vengeance, wanting to make stuff happen. Just like you're saying, 4-0-2. Doing so much for this UNC team right now, trying to hold it down. I believe working towards that Shadow Flame. Does have the needlessly large rod in his inventory. Almost 200 stacks on the phenomenal power passive for him. That is a lot of damage. And Mac Dewey
almost gets to pick the Immortal Shield Bow, barely going to keep Chanman alive. That was the Locket of the Iron Solari on top of it as well. So without that Immortal Shield Bow, Chanman was a goner, but the mythic item going to keep the Deep Sea Gaming jungler alive.
Yeah, and eventually Kersey is going to be able to blow through that shield like it is a hot knife through butter. So Deep Sea Gaming need to shut down this Yordle, and it looks like Myson trying to do just that.
Kersey going to have to try to flash away. Shut down going over to the Deep Sea Gaming top laner. Myson 5-2. Very comfortable on this Gnar pick, having themselves a series.
Uh-oh. Steepy just barely getting out. Almost getting hit by the rocket grab there. But on the other side of the map, we do see Jaegung and Re-Anchored battling it out in that bot lane. Trying to just fight for prio, but on the top side river, UNC going to be picking up this Rift Herald, help them a lot in pushing down these turrets. And I mean, this Baron is about to spawn, so this is a very good pickup this close to the objective timer.
UNC have knocked down the mid lane outer turret. could use it maybe bot lane, maybe to try to push in mid. They got a lot of options here. Roy's going to try to run away from Rambi Baba. Kind of in an awkward position here. Looks like we're going to get a fight in the top lane and in the river. Kersey all alone, going to get hooked into his own cage. How's it feel, Kersey, to get caught in the cage? Answer, not very good. Meanwhile, Jaegung, I think, going to get taken down in the bot lane. Going to try to dash through all those minions to try to survive. Rami going to use the Monsoon, healing up Posh. Exhaust. Rami has to be very careful. A whole lot of damage with the Kraken Slayer. Posh going to be able to finish off that kill. Flawless duet. Jaegung staying alive in the top lane. Gets the shutdown. And the outplay onto Maisan. Jaegung with the outplay.
A very good 1v1 from Jaegung and a good use of the staggering for Royce on the other side. UNC making sure he does not die instantly but dies late, so his respawn timer is later. But Deep Sea Gaming able to get some good turrets for themselves. All 3 outer turrets are gone for UNC, opening up the map quite a bit. Deep Sea Gaming sitting with about a 2,200 gold lead here at the 20-minute mark. And Mac Dewey, this next dragon here in a little over a minute and a half. If Deep Sea Gaming get this, then that means that Elder Dragon is going to be spawning a lot sooner than expected. And if you get that, the game's pretty much over.
Right. I mean, a huge fight coming up for UNC. I feel like it all comes down to this. Looking at the summoner spells across the board. Royce with no exhaust. A love like this with flash and ignite available. Kersey, no flash on the Veigar. No real defensive options. Wasn't able to finish off the Rabadon's death cap. So in about a minute here, big fight. Chanman going to get caught out a little bit. Just going to be able to back off. Oh, Unstoppable is use the ultimate to get out. Chanman survives without having to use the to lose the Immortal Shield Bow. Steepy pops the Ghost Summoner spell. Baby Cage locks down a love like this. Cannon minion wave to hide behind. Steepy almost gets hooked. Tornado going to come out. UNC dancing in this mid lane. Podslam 30 seconds till the dragon.
Yeah, and Jaegung is already in the bottom river, going to be able to get some wards, going to be able to get some pressure. Has the bottom wave shoving into that turret as well, but Deep Sea Gaming shoving out this mid wave, going to be able to clear the vision themselves, and going to be able to get that Prio Dragon spawns in about 15 seconds, and UNC could just look to get pressure. Ooh.
Rami early flash was scared from the Chanman stun. Baby Cage going to get dropped. Tornado connects. Rift Herald dropped in the mid lane. Mountain Soul spawning in a handful of seconds here. Deep Sea Gaming positioning to try to look for the objective. Jaegung looking for the pincer maneuver. UNC have to walk in. Dark re-anchored. Lands the ability onto Rami Baba. Dragon getting so low. Ultimate coming in. Huge fight. Huge engage. Dragon getting so low. Kersey taken down. CP with the steal. CP prevents the soul from getting picked up. UNC now had to try to take the fight. Chanman getting the resets. Stun onto Rami Baba. Posh still alive, but another reset. Chanman goes into the support form. Gets the ultimate. Chanman goes unstoppable. Deep Sea Gaming taking this fight. Jaegung, the last man alive. I think going to get taken down here. It's a clean ace from Deep Sea Gaming. They, however, do not get the Mountain Soul.
Yeah, that is a good steal out of Steepy, prolonging that Dragon Soul. But Mac Dewey, at what cost? You might have been able to steal it, but now Deep Sea Gaming are going to be able to pick up this Baron Nashor, which is going to be an even bigger thorn in the side of UNC. Yeah, they don't have Tristana, actually. They might not be able to. We do see all of UNC heading there now.
Look at Royce.
Kersey does have teleport, but Jaegung is not going to be alive for another 15 seconds. They might have to back off here.
Royce going to use the Scryer's Bloom. There's Kersey. They spot out UNC heading in. Royce, they're trying to finish off the Baron. My son gets deleted. Baron Nashor getting low. Steepy, can it do two? Oh my gosh, it's Kersey with the steal! Kersey keeps UNC hopes alive! Shut down for Steepy! UNC get 2 back-to-back steals in what is absolute madness on the Rift. A love like this takes the explosive code away, and UNC playoff hopes alive.
Look at the mid turret. They can keep going, Mac Dewey.
My son is dead. Chanman is dead. Inhibitor is down.
Do they
5
push?
members of UNC. Flash stun. The buffer from Royce keeps Royce alive. J-Gun, the Vanguard's edge. Engage flawless duet.
Hit the turrets!
Connects onto Royce. The turrets are coming up. Chanman, Mice on top. Deep Sea Gaming are going to try to fight back here. The Nexus turret number 2 falls. The Unstoppable not going to do it. Nexus is exposed, but the UNC health bars are low. Monsoon is going to heal everybody back up left like this falls. Posh trying to turn it around for UNC.
They got it!
Myson falls. Deep Sea Gaming watches their base gets destroyed. It's a quadra kill from Posh as UNC Esports somehow take down Deep Sea Gaming, and we're going to the playoffs!
Woo!
Woo!
Great 2 steals out of UNC. Steepy coming up big, and then Kersey coming up even bigger, stealing that Baron. Deep Sea Gaming, after that happened, just scrambling, just not knowing what to do or where to go. Oh my goodness, MacDewey, it is late, but that does not mean that we cannot be hyped. Playoffs, here we come. Who cares how the second game went? Who cares how the first game went? All that matters is who puts that W into the column at the end of the day. And UNC are going to go home, going to sleep tonight, knowing that they just booked their ticket. They are on the Polar Express this time. They are the ones who got the ticket this time around.
Oh. Oh my goodness.
My heart.
First, Steepy takes the soul, and then we lose the fight. And then they go for Baron Nashor, and they try to rush it down, but they didn't have the damage. Royce, I think, may have jumped over the wall. I don't know. I think Royce jumped over the wall, trying to get the damage in. Kersey gets the steal on Baron, and then we just go and win the game. I mean, it's just that easy. Oh my goodness!
Just like Coach McScragg chalked it up.
Yeah, great job, guys.
That's exactly how they practiced it.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Holy moly! But yeah, that.
Am I ready for an interview? Are you
an
guys
interview?
ready? Let's do an interview. Who do we got? Okay, get me Rami.
Yeah, let's do it.
Rami, Baba, you son of a bitch! Oh my goodness. What a win!
Hey, it's a banger series.
It's a banger series.
Holy moly.
Also, for this interview, we're going to be referring to my partner in crime here as Kitten.
Kitten, hello. How's it going?
Yeah. Kitten's doing great, but Kitten just noticed they have some homework they need to finish.
Oh.
Kitten has to go.
Oh.
Sorry,
Boo.
I'll try to make it next time.
Thanks,
So
Kitten.
I'm being left alone here, huh?
Meow,
Let me see
meow.
if Kitten is available.
Rami, thank you so much for an entertaining series as usual. You always like to keep things interesting. You guys are going to playoffs, right? After this win? We think so? Maybe?
I'm not sure. I think there's like some tiebreaker shenanigans involved somewhere along the line, but
Interesting.
But maybe.
it's because now we're 2-3
Right.
tied with this team.
Right.
But since we just beat them in the head-to-head, we're advantaged. So
That's what I'm
the
saying.
way I see it, we are.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah, there we go. That's what I like to hear.
The way I see it, you know.
Rami, it's been I feel like a little while since we've been able to chat. Tell me, I'm curious about what I feel like has been kind of a new identity for you guys. I feel like at the start of the season, you were thinking about the support role. Oh, going to be playing my classic Nautilus Pike. We saw Alistar in game number 1, and then the transition back to Enchanters. We walk us through what this season has been like with your champions.
Yeah, so I think I naturally enjoy those tanky engaged champs more, like the playmaking champs a lot more.
Yeah.
And that's kind of naturally where I fell initially as far as my pool. Because before I played ADC, I was actually a Thresh one trick. So I kind of gravitated to like the hook champs sort of. But enchanters are just kind of broken right now. Especially into this comp. I think the champs I saw before I picked Janna were Gnar, Viego, Vex, and Tristana, and
Yep,
it's just
correct.
like 4 champs that want to run into us.
Yep.
And I have an R key, and we have a Veigar.
Pretty
So
good.
like, yeah, I mean, I felt good. Like lane was suffering for sure,
Yep.
but like later in the game, Blitz was kind of just a melee creep. So I think my transition was just I was playing what I enjoyed the most, and then I realized what was OP.
Yeah. What was the comms like for you guys? Walk me through first the Dragon Steel in game number 3, and then Kersey somehow getting Baron. And how on earth did you guys call ending the game? What was it like in your little call?
I mean, honestly, our spirits were surprisingly pretty high today, considering the circumstance we found ourselves in.
Mhm.
So in general, we were in a pretty high spirits. So I think after the steals came through, the question was posed like, can we end?
Yeah.
And then you're like, screw it, let's just try. So we weren't 100% confident. I'd say we were like 75% sure that we could end.
Yeah.
We kind of just went with it, and
Okay.
we wanted to try, and it worked.
I'm just still baffled by that. I'm just speechless, man. Like holy moly! It looked like game 2. I know that Deep Sea Gaming had a pretty solid lead, and then you guys were just able to claw your ways back into it, and then just really just carry that momentum into game 3. Because I mean, it was just like a series of unfortunate events for everyone on both teams, really.
It's like game 2, their AD. I'm not sure if you guys have chat enabled, but he was BMing pretty hard. It was kind of hard to play because Adrian kept DCing. Like his internet kept going out. I think it might have been on camera. It might not have, but
a little bit.
There was
we caught bits and pieces. We saw when he like DC'd and ran into turret.
So he was like all chatting a lot, especially like in comp in general. You don't usually all chat, but it's kind of cringe to do it when the enemy's lagging. But anyways, like once we had to pause because Adrian DC'd and he all chatted like GG, like to be BM.
Yeah.
And we thought the game was just over, and then it hit like mid late game.
Yeah.
And I think I just hit like 3 or 4 really crucial binds. Steven found a lot of good ults.
Yeah.
Ben found some good ults. Like everyone was just playing well at the end, and they made a lot of like ego mistakes, and then we like BM them back in all chat at the end of it, and spirits were like really high, and we kind of just carried the energy throughout game 3.
Well, Rami, thank you so much. After an absolutely crazy series, you have to keep us posted a little bit in kind of the loop, how the tiebreakers work out if the situation ends up in our favor to be the 4th seed, kind of moving on into playoffs. Before we let you go for the night after a crazy win, do you have any shout-outs you want to give out?
Shout outs to Kitten, aka Ben, for the big steal, and Steven for the other big steal.
Yep.
I think the whole team played pretty well. And shout out to Game Fest. Sign up for Game Fest, not only for League, but pretty much any game you can think of that more than 5 people have heard of. There should be an event
Something for you,
so, yeah, discord.gg/UNC Esports. Game Fest info is in there. There's a league tournament. There's a TFT tournament. There's Overwatch. There's Dota. There's variety games.
Rami, it sounds like everything a gamer on campus could possibly want all wrapped up in one day.
And let me tell you, not only a gamer on campus, but for some games, a gamer off campus.
There we go. Oh my goodness.
Be sure to hit it up.
Yes, absolutely. And if you're interested in maybe casting during Game Fest, message Mac Dewey on Discord. We're going to be streaming pretty much all day. We got Sunday Smash Bros. Stream, and for Saturday, we're going to be streaming League of Legends, Dota, Valorant, CSGO. We're going to try to cover as many games as we possibly can. Once again, shout out. Thank you so much, Rami Baba. Shout out to the UNC Varsity Heels for clutching out a win in game number 3. That's going to do it for tonight's stream. Thank you all for coming and supporting the club teams. I've been Mac Dewey. Mr. Podslim, thank you so much, my man, for another stellar cast. That's going to do it for us here in the Carolina Gaming Arena studio. As Rami mentioned, make sure sign up for Game Fest this Saturday. All day gaming fun here on campus. And for all of our other non-student fans and everyone, I wish you guys a happy Friday tomorrow, happy weekend, much love. Thank you guys so much for supporting the stream, and we'll see you guys next time.